What is going on, YouTubers, for ladies and gentlemen? It's the Natural Born Driller here. Welcome all to BTA 310. So this is episode 310 for Being the Asylum. And here with me for right now is the true Jaybird. What is good?
What's up?
What is up? Now I don't know if Omega Red's gonna be coming in. He saw the link. Don't know if he's in the middle of something, but either way, the link's there for him. Hopefully he joins. But yeah, that's the at least we when it comes to this, especially this is gonna be your Omega big weekend, when it comes to SummerSlam
Yep.
for 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. So yeah, so whenever he's ready, we'll see what we gets to be in the middle of our discussion, so we're very talk about tonight. So before we talk about anything tonight, with some things that we got on install. Faber, is there anything you want to bring up? To start of the show.
Um. Well, I mean, Spider-Man brand new day's coming up soon. It's coming tomorrow. Um.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. It is.
Yeah. So hopefully, hopefully me and my friend can see it. Soon because he did make plans to check it out. Um. So hopefully we can do it soon if he's not busy. Um. That's about it. Nothing too much. I am really excited for Spider-Man brand new day. So I heard some good things. Obviously, no spoilers, but I did hear some good reviews about it. So I'm definitely am excited.
All right, there you go. That's gonna be something to see what Spider-Man will bring to us when it comes to
Mhm.
Tom Holland. Basically, what comes to Tom Holland, you're finally, in a way, finally redeeming himself after that. Especially when it came to
Tell me, well,
oh yeah, and saying Led Zeppelin was AC/DC from Far From Home. That right there is something I told you.
it's like, how dare you?
Yeah, that's how I was. I was like, how dare you?
Oh, man.
But nonetheless, um, all right, cool. Um, well, speaking of movies, I was gonna wait till our for me to read the come on here when it comes to it, um, but nevertheless, I'm gonna talk about some movies that I watched. One that was from years ago, and the one that's from current day that I finally got a chance to
Okay.
watch. Um, so for this natural born theater, subject, start things off, obviously. Um, so I watched, which was a long time ago. I watched this movie of from 1987. Excuse me. Um, so yeah, from 1987's Master of the Universe.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Um, Now obviously, that feature Dolph Lundgren, Lundgren, excuse me.
Yep.
Um,
There I go.
I put his name last name a little bit. Um, and I was, still eating something. Hmm. But but yeah, basically, um, I remember watching that movie so many times as a kid, and haven't watched the movie since then. Um, and then so I decided to watch it just because of what comes to this year's Master of the Universe that came out, and it's not right now. You can watch it online free on Prime Video. That's why I got to watch it. And I saw Master of the Universe from 1987 on there as well. Now it's not gonna be there no more. Um, it's maybe about 2 days or so. It's gonna stay on there until it's gone. Don't know why it's gonna be gone. I mean, from there. But I guess the He-Man movie, from this year is gonna take its place in a way. But if you could try to watch your Master of the Universe from 1987, you can also watch it on Tubi. And where else you are buy I mean not buy it. I mean buy it, but when it comes to renting or downloading whatever on YouTube or whatever movie platforms you that you find you'll see some old school movies, especially when it comes to old school movies. And this is definitely old school movie as finest. And but looking back at that movie, I fell in love with it before during that time, and I still fall in love with it now. And didn't know at the time what kind of you know key it was at the time because I was a little kid at the time and trying to learn some new words later on when it comes to you know watching these movies again. Just as a grown up, growing up in a way, and I couldn't believe it when it comes to what they call this key from Master of the Universe from 1987. Basically, they call it this invention that was made, which when we press the keys on there, it plays music. You know, some type of tune in a way, and then there's a red button that you press that also shoots some magic, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, they call it the cosmic key.
Okay.
And you're probably wondering, why is that big deal? Because Stardust was bought the
Oh.
cosmic key during his promos when he was started. Play when he was Stardust.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that basically refresh my memory about hearing that word, the cosmic key, because because again, when it comes to Stardust, seeing the cosmic key, on TV, during the time when Team of Gold does, then it came to mind, it comes to me from Master of the Universe, because again, then didn't know what they call what they call it, the cosmic key at the time. Um, 'cause again, as a child, I don't know what cosmic means or cosmic is, so I would not have any you know any remembrance of it when it came to it. But now I look back at it and seeing it, I'm like, I see. Um, and basically it's just brought it back, with Cody Rhodes, as Stardust saying cosmic key. Unfortunately, because of that, we never got to see WWE's version of Stardust cosmic key. So, but anyways, Masters of the Universe from 1987 is a good movie during that time. Yeah. Now there's supposed to be a sequel at the time. I'm not going to spoil too much of it of why there was supposed to be a sequel, but unfortunately there was no sequel because they canceled it. There's plenty of reasons why they canceled it. I'm not gonna get into it when it comes to it, but bottom line, it didn't happen, so it is what it is. So, but if you want to get a chance to watch Master of the Universe from 1987, be my guest. And basically when it comes to that movie, watch the ending credits of it, and you understand why there was supposed to be a sequel. So now, Jaber, have you ever seen Master of the Universe from 1987?
Um, I've probably seen like some clips of it, but never like the full movie.
Mm-hmm.
I know Dolph, that played Drago, played him. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but I've never seen like the full movie. I've just like seen bits and pieces.
which was Dolph Drago was the was He-Man in the movie, obviously, because obviously during that time was physique and all that, and in the look, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
this time the Butch assassinated this time. I said right this time. So there you go. Now, speaking of Dolph Drago, because I did watch this this year's Modern Master of the Universe, obviously this year 2026. Now, obviously, this was longer than one from 1987.
Yeah.
So Dolph Dragon was in this movie too, by the way. But he was just a regular guy, working out, an old man, by the way, but still looks good in his age, by the way. Still have his hair. Yeah. Basically, he was a guy in the gym working out. So that's basically his cameo in the movie. That's basically what it was. But as far as the movie was, I thought the movie of what I saw was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta check it out. 'Cause I didn't get to see it.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty good. Now not everything was good in the movie when it comes to this one actor.
Oh.
And I'm gonna get to exactly why. Because who played Skeletor, which by the way, the look of Skeletor, that was basically the Skeletor look that I was actually can appreciate to see when it comes to the anime He-Man Master of the Universe when it comes to Skeletor. It was to a T with the scepter, just everything around comes to the look of Skeletor was great. I enjoyed that. But
Oh, you know what? I think I know why. I think I remember who the actor was.
yes, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Jared Leto or Leto, however you say his last name. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, he plays Skeletor.
So yes, so and yes, there's no way to see his facial and all that because obviously, his Skeletor, he's a skull, all you see of his face is a skull, that's the reason, that's why he's called Skeletor.
Mm-hmm.
So Jared Leto did not do him any justice. When it comes to being Skeletor, who's supposed to be a serious evil villain, and all I saw was I mean mostly he was being an evil villain, but mostly he was being trying to have some comic relief of Skeletor, and it didn't work at all. It came off cringe, it came off garbage, came off terrible.
That's great. Well,
And so yeah, that's one thing that took away from me of the movie because this guy who thinks he's a great actor, which is laughable. He filled with other roles like being Joker, not only from the Suicide Squad but also from Justice League with that cringe laugh that he did.
ah, ah, ah.
I felt like he was fucking dying. Yeah, nobody's trying to laugh. And what was that movie he played? When it comes to Marvel, that
Morbius.
Yeah, Mobius. Yeah, I'll try to remember the name.
Morbin time.
You ever seen the movie? But based on what people that said about it, and I'm pretty sure you said about too. I think you seen the movie too, right? Right, Jimmer?
I saw it in theaters with my dad. Yeah.
Even you thought he didn't do a good job with that role.
Uh, not really. I wasn't feeling it.
He's just not good. I don't know how
No,
the hell he got to be and how in the first place to be an actor. Wait, Kevin, that
he just he doesn't he doesn't do it for me. He just doesn't.
I don't know who does do a
I don't know.
guy's awful, man. And especially bad timing for him too. By the way, I don't know you heard about what's going on with Jared Leto, but
No, I
there's
know
been
what's going on.
some sexual misconduct that he's been involved in.
Oh boy.
The four women that speak out about it, they came out and said, he never done that to anyone on his entire life. And then once that came out, one time 9 more women came out and said that he did it.
Wow.
So it's bad. It's bad enough that he's kept casting in Masters of the Universe to be Skeletor. But I think the movie is gonna be it's gonna be hurting a lot more now because all these allegations about him right now.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll be fair. We can't really see him again. He's in space and all that, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Even with the Joker mask. With Joker face paint, let's say, uh, you know, he couldn't even do that. He can't even do that injustice, behind his face.
Nope.
Mm. Anyways, the movie itself, though, I thought was good. I wish they would dial back a little bit of the of too much comedy. Now, when it comes to He-Man, Adam Glenn, I thought, you know, with him, now to be fair, he was slacking after 15 years, when it comes to being on Earth because he lost the sword. Well, but I'm not getting too much of it because I don't know if you've seen it yet. Um, but I thought the movie was it was pretty good. And again, when it comes to Adam Glenn, um, well, sorry, that's not his real name. By the way, that's the character's name. We can say the He-Man character. Um, the actor's name I, let me see what's his name. Who won't play He-Man? Okay, let me see. Okay, Nicholas Galitzins. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry if I'm butchering his last name, um, but that's him who played He-Man basically. I thought he did a good job playing He-Man. Um, at least when it comes to yo He-Man here, at least he wasn't hopeless like what's his name from the Lego movie? What's his name again? I gotta look up his name. I'm already forgetting his name. All right, let me see. What was his name again? Emmett. There we go. At least, yeah. At least I'll say about Adam Glenn, he wasn't hopeless like Emmett was from the Lego movie. What comes from the start of this movie. Then see Adam Glenn's then say, good morning, son. Good morning, bed. Good morning, everything. Didn't forget his pants before he left to go to work. Wasn't watching a show that's called Honey, Where's My Pants? Then buy coffee, which he did get coffee, but then it cost $37, and then he said, awesome. If Lego would have done a movie about He-Man, Master of the Universe, it probably would be a good movie. You know. So, anyways, Well, there you go. That's basically what comes to He-Man. Master of the Universe. I'm going to say, because again, um, He-Man is from Master of the Universe, so that's why I always say always say He-Man. So, but again, I'm not gonna mention too much about the movie because again, if you haven't seen it yet, I say watch it. I think it's worth your time. My name's Jared Leto. That garbage ass, trash ass, so-called actor.
I think it's great.
If you want to talk about how the weekend can't act, at least weekend can admit that he's an amateur in acting.
Yeah.
Jared Leto thinks he's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Shut the F up. Shut up. Hey, I'll tell you this. I'll watch that scene any day over anything Jared Leto. I'll tell you that.
Exactly. Yeah, but fuck him. Those allegations ends up being true of him. Yeah, he's fucking screwed, and he should be blackballed from Hollywood. So there you go. But that's basically it for what goes to next one tutors, folks.
All
So
right.
there you go. Now wrap out of the way. You know, let's we give you some updates about some tournaments as of late. Just to get out of the way.
Okay.
Starting off first with the TNA Knockouts TV Championship.
Mm-hmm. KOTV.
Hell yeah. Just give it a moment. All right. Just got to bring up the brackets. So I did watch, TNA from last week. Now this week's TNA I didn't because obviously I was working. So and on top of that, we're doing a show. So I don't know the results of it or what comes to how what they did on TV so far. But either way, I'll still bring up the results and also recap too what comes to lean up to the updates for the for this tournament. So here we go. Where is it? There we go. So to recap, Indy Hartwell defeated Vicky Veneto in 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Thea Hale defeated Holly Hudson in 7 minutes. Elena Black, which it was one of the matches from last week, versus Winnie Chu, but it ended in a draw. By the way, this is not Winnie Chu because being in pajamas or or being the evil Winnie Chu. This is just regular Winnie Chu, which I'm happy with.
Mm-hmm. I know, Robbie. You're gonna miss it. I know. You miss it.
No. But so I'm glad I see this version now of Winnie Chu. But yeah, this match in the draw, which means which I'm gonna get to right now. And by Elgis defeated Rosemary by pinfall to advance, and because you know Elena Black and Winnie Chu ended match ended in the draw, and by Elgis gets a bye. So yeah, she gets a bye in this tournament, and she'll face whoever that's gonna be in the semifinals. After the match though, they're trying to restart the match right. When it comes to Winnie Chu and Elena Black, but then Sire Brookside, who has nothing to do with this tournament by the way, attacked Elena Black by pouring out the ring and then into the steel steps. Winnie Chu chases away for a bit, going to check on Elena Black, and then she gets attacked by Sire Brookside. So Sire Brookside, because by the way, who's a heel by the way, attacked a heel Elena Black, which by the way, I think they're turning Elena Black babyface now because of this. Because after that attack though, Winnie Chu and Elena Black, basically Winnie Chu put out her hand for to shake her hand, whatever. And then Elena Black shook her hand, but she was hesitant at first to do a handshake, but then she shook it anyways, and they completely left. And yeah, I think they turned her baby face. Um, so I guess we'll see what happens with that one. Yeah, if she is gonna be a baby face. So I mean, and also they've had backstage interactions before too. When it comes to Sarah Brookside and Elena Black. I think to myself, okay, they're probably do the same here when it comes to this, but I didn't think anything of it. I thought they was gonna have your Cyber go back to being babyface. But I was asking myself, why that doesn't make any sense because she turned heel. So why we have her turn back to being babyface when she already turned heel? Wouldn't make any sense. So it makes sense for Indian and Black to be a babyface, in this whole thing. So I think she's gonna be a babyface. So, but we shall see how it develops. Now I don't know if this is a full babyface turn right now for Indian and Black, but we shall see how the rest of TNA plays it off. So we'll continue on. Jada Stone. This was one of the matches two by way from last week against Alicia Edwards. 6 minutes, and Jada Stone wins to advance, and she'll be facing. Was probably the next one was um, Julie Dredd, who defeated Gabby Warsaw to advance, and it's gonna be Jada Steele versus Julie Dredd. I mean Jada Stone. Excuse me, Jada Stone. I keep saying Steels for a reason. I don't know why. I don't like keep calling Jada Steels. It's Jada Stone. I meant to say. Marshall Day defeats Tasha Steels to advance. Heather by Elegance defeated Ali to advance. Marshall Day versus Heather by Elegance. So I'm assuming for this week's TNA show is Marshall Day versus Heather by Elegance, and Indy Hartwell versus Thea Hale. I'm assuming. Unless they want to do three of these tournaments, or once. Actually, I think that's what they're doing. Yeah, they're doing dream matches of the tournament. Okay, cool. Oh, so that means next week will be the semifinals. So this week it will be which I haven't seen yet, but this week is Indy Hartwell versus Thea Hale. And whoever wins that match will face and by Elegance in the semifinals, which is next week. Jada Stone will face Julie Dredd for this week as well, and Marsha Dave will face Heather by Elegance for this week as well. So and again, I haven't seen the show yet, so I don't know the results. So we'll find out, later on of it. Because us watching it, not talking about it later on, on the show. But there you go. That's the update for the Knockouts TV Championship tournament. Now we get to the G1 Climax 36 from 2026. Because of their results as of late.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Maybe find the results. Okay, I'm almost there. Entering the G1 Climax. Just taking too long for me to get there. Okay, we go. Konosuke Tatesuka from Block A. Basically, I'm reading Block A. Konosuke Tatesuka with 8 points in the lead, which I'm pretty sure that's gonna make Omega Red unhappy. Yota Tsuji with 6 points, who was your IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, or in this case, it's called the Heavyweight Championship belt now. Since got rid of that the butterfly looking one, that people kept calling it, by the way. Ryuhi Oiwa got 6 points. Boltin Oleg got 6 points. Roki Goto got 4 points. Jake Lee got 4 points. Miguel Okan got 4 points. Yota Ice has 4 points. Sonata with 4 points. And Shingo Takagi in last place with 4 points. From Block B now, Hanare, excuse me, with in the lead with 8 points. Drilla Malone with 8 points. Drilla Maloney, meant to say. Gabe Kidd with 8 points. Colin Newman with 6 points. Wait, I'm sorry. Did I say Gabe Kidd had 6 points? I meant to say 8 points. Colin Newman got 6 points. Oscars got 6 points. Evan Wolf got 4 points. Ren Narita with 4 points. Yuya Uemura with 4 points. Zack Sabre Jr. with 2 points. And still with 0 points, who's been withdrawn by way of the tournament. And still no replacement. I don't understand why. If it was, I figured they'll have a replacement for him, which is Shota Umino, who's dealing right now with a concussion. So, and there you go. That's your update. Tournament when it comes to the G1 combats. Inosuke in the league from Block A, and Hanare in the league from Block B. Jay Burr works for Rockstar. Wow.
What?
So,
Wow.
Rockstar. I guess we work for him.
When you said Rockstar, I thought you were talking about the company that makes the GTA games. So I was like, man.
All right. So now we got those out of the way. Now I don't know if you've seen this episode, this next episode yet. What goes to this, but Dark Side of the Ring.
All right, Dark Side of the Ring. Assuming
Which,
this
by
is
the way,
about Big Boss Man.
Big Bossman, yes. Now, before we get to that, did you get to see the Neko Butcher versus Samojo story?
Oh no, I didn't see that yet.
All right. Well, it's on YouTube right now. Where you can watch. If you want to watch it. Anytime you want. But what about Big Bossman here?
I saw a little bit. I saw obviously, him becoming Big Boss Man, and obviously the WrestleMania part.
Yeah.
That's about what I saw. I got to finish it.
All right. Not gonna go too much into it. But when it comes to that Horace Man stuff, we'll get to more of that one. But yeah, the Big Boss Man. There he is, Ray Taylor. First, let me bring up the talking heads.
If you ever take a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia.
Yeah. So, your talking heads. Jim Cornette.
Obviously,
yeah. We'll get to a little bit more of it. Al Snow.
Mm-hmm.
Which, we all know why with that one. Terry Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
Lacey, the daughter of Big Boss Man.
Of course.
Angela, the wife of Big Boss Man. Joe Briscoe.
Mm-hmm.
You have Jack Russo, aka the Mountie.
All right.
Vince Russo.
Dude, why you say it like that, bro? I'm a guy, bro. I'm the king of New York, bro.
We'll get to him later, by the way.
You better, bro.
But it was more of a cameo of him being on this episode. When it comes to this one thing that happened, we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Patrick, who also made a cameo, when it comes to about what we talked about on there, which I'll get more in depth when we get to it. And even though he wasn't on your interview in this, but he talked about this on his podcast back in 2020. Stone Cold Steve Austin. What?
Okay.
We'll get to why. We'll get to why with that. So how did Big Boss Man started? Obviously, he was a correction officer. And in case anyone didn't know that, which I'm pretty sure at this point I should know why he's a correction officer, especially when it came to how he became what he became from WWF.
Mm-hmm.
So, they tried the wrestling thing, as a correction officer, but he started in NWA. And obviously Jim Cornette was his bodyguard, and he was a very good bodyguard. A very good bodyguard to a point where fans, stop borrowing Jim Cornette now. Because during those times, during those times, those cars were rowdy.
Oh yeah.
Nowadays, not so much.
Nope.
Because everything is awesome.
Everything is cool when you're part of the team.
Oh man. But and on top of that, because people know that how wrestling is right now. They see they know what's kayfabe, and
Oh yeah,
and especially because of WWE Unreal, you know.
yeah, yeah. Back then, like yeah, as wrestling fans, it was as real as it gets. You know, especially with the heels. You know, like
Hmm.
how hated they were. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Yep,
it was a different ball game back then.
it sure was. So let me get to him in WWF. I'm not gonna get to why he went to WF because so happened with him in NWA again because you haven't seen it yet. So
Mhm.
because again you saw most of it, but you didn't see I'm pretty sure you didn't see why he left NWA to go
Yeah,
to WF.
yeah, I didn't see that.
So I'm not gonna mention that. I didn't know at that time why he left NWA to go to as well until I saw this episode. Um, Now I'm pretty sure I probably would have known if I were listening to some interviews from Jim Cornette at the time when it comes to it. Um, unless I really catch it that much, but either way, um, but yeah, it's not a big deal why he left. Other than one thing that was a big deal because of him and his family. You know,
Yeah,
but that's but then we yeah, when it comes to him being the big boss man
yep,
because he told this man he was a correction officer, and when these wrestlers tell this man their stories about the backgrounds or whatever, this man will find that gimmick for them, and that's how they become who they are in WWF, because of their gimmicks. So this was a very good fit for Big Boss Man, Ray Taylor.
yeah. It was one of those. Yeah, it was one of the few cases where it actually worked out for him. You
Yeah,
know,
sure did. Yeah, now, obviously he starts a heel, you know, a bad cop in a way.
hmm but I remember
Oh,
he did get a press babyface. You know, sooner or later.
and by the way, if you've seen how his babyface turn happened, which it was not explained on this episode, but if you've seen how he turned babyface, it's on YouTube, by the way. If you're trying to look it up, what comes to it. But I watch it all the time. It never gets old for me. What comes to how he turned babyface. It involved Jake Roberts and Million Dollar Man, Joe Nephew.
Yeah, I believe I've seen this, like the face turn. Yeah, I think I've seen it. Um,
It was very good how that was done.
yeah,
Yeah, but basically that's what I'm gonna say from there. Because again, if you guys haven't seen that how you turn babyface, it's on YouTube, so you can look it up and you can see how pretty good that was.
hmm
But yeah, but because he turned babyface, you know, the fans got behind him, you know, and all, and you know, they start showing his nightstick phone,
yep,
you know, and and
yeah,
also the wrestling buddies, things, you know, what
yeah.
I'm talking about.
hmm
Those were very popular during those times too, by the way. Nowadays, I wish they would do more of that. To be honest with you,
hmm
but and then we came to and they talk about his popular song, Hard Times.
If you ever take a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia,
Yeah, that's
then I need a sign respect the law and order. You serve hard times. That is a banger song.
it is. It sure is. They did a great job of that.
You know the big boss man will make you walk the line. You better watch out, boys. You'll be serving hard times.
Yeah, and so then he left WF, you
Mhm.
to go to WCW.
Yeah,
Basically,
that's
he wanted to be more home with his family because he loved his family obviously. So he wanted to be with his family a lot more. And WCW, not only they pay him good, but also they gave nice WCW at that time it was like, a light schedule.
yeah, yeah. That's when he became a Big Bubba Rogers during that time, right?
People with Rogers, or sometimes he'll be or he came as Ray Taylor, but or most of the big Bubba Rogers, and they also call him the boss, which they
Yeah,
couldn't call him that, you know.
that
Um,
pretty owned it. Yeah,
Basically they gave him horrible gimmicks, and then one thing they gave him was the Guardian Angels
yeah,
with the with the whole Gilbert and everything and all,
hmm
and Yeah, it was not good.
I remember one segment like when NWO was getting started, and I remember like they came out and it looks like he was going to join the NWO, but they attacked him. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
He was part of NWO for a little while.
Yeah,
Uh, but to me, he didn't really fit NWO. I feel like he was miscast in a way to be NWO. Then again,
yeah,
you could say a lot of guys they were miscast in NWO as well.
yeah, like like Dusty Rhodes. Like I like Dusty, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but
Hell, even Ted DiBiase, who who wasn't being part of it, but then he's being being taken out after that.
yeah. I mean, I think he fit a little bit better Teddy DiBiase. Especially being controlling finance, and money for
Mm-hmm.
NW.
Especially that business as being part of it. Virgil.
Hmm. Yeah, but
But
the Bossman not so much.
yeah, and also when it comes to Mike Rotunda, I think it was called I can't remember Wall Street someone some Wall Street name. Even he was miscast in NWO. Like it was not basically it was not a good fit for guys that to be in NWO, and especially when it comes to like you said, Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, legend that he is. Yeah, even that didn't go well.
Yeah, it didn't work.
No, especially he wasn't even wrestling, that much anyways.
No, it wasn't.
But then when that was done, you know, it was right back to WWF during the Attitude Era when he was the bodyguard, the right hand man of Mr. Kenny McMahon.
Yep, the corporation.
Yep, and that's when he's wearing the SWAT team gear before the shoe
Yep,
ever did.
yep.
Um,
Where there was the shield, you had a big boss man with the gear.
mhm. Yeah, and obviously, we're gonna get to the part what happened with him. We came to the Stone Cold of his voiceover being part of this episode from 2020 because they talk about the spot where Big Bossman was supposed to be tossing Stone Cold the tournament from the Deadly Games Survivor Series to become the WWF champion because it was vacant. Um, and Bossman was too busy talking with the Undertaker backstage, and there was Vince Russo who's working behind the scenes as well, as a writer and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, basically, Big Bossman left forgot his cue.
He's like, bro, what you
And
doing, bro?
basically, yeah.
Get out there, bro. I'm talking to
But
Taker, bro.
unfortunately, Big Bossman then he forgot to go out there and all that, and Mrs. Q. So Joe Briscoe, who talked about this, he gives Stone Cold a chair shot. And he's gonna try to do his best not to hurt him, which he did a good job with that, but it looked terrible.
Yeah.
Looking back at it, yeah, it looked terrible, and it's not close because of that.
Mm-hmm.
That was the original plan. The original idea was for Stone Cold to lose, by a chair shot by the big boss man, who can actually, could do some damage to you, for someone, like a big boss man. Joe Briscoe, who's past his prime, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it didn't look good for Stone Cold, and Stone Cold threw him out. He said he loved big, basically, he loves all big boss man, Ray Taylor and all that, but he threw him out. And and it was supposed to lead to Big Boss Man and Stone Cold having a program. This could help Big Boss Man, in a way. But he blew it. He freaking blew
Yeah.
it. But I should mention too, by the way, from when he was in the his first run, what goes to being babyface, I mentioned Jacques Rougeau because that's when they did the jailhouse break. I mean the jailhouse match. I meant to say where where the loser is going to spend the night in jail.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing that match too, by the way. It was a pretty good match, by the way. And basically, it was a good cop, big boss man versus bad cop in the way of the Mountie from from Canada. Oh, and here we have the truth. And here we have Omega Rabbit to say.
All right. Sounds Omega.
Wow, you confused me and Jaybird.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, I'm finally here. Busy
all
day.
right, you're from here. Yeah, the two Jaybirds. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. But wait, good to have you here though.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Yep.
we're
Since I'm here, fuck Cody Rhodes.
Wow.
Oh,
And fuck Nosuke Tatsugatsu.
Yeah.
well, speaking of Nosuke, I give an update bracket about the update score about Nosuke Tatsugatsu from the G1 Climax, and he's still in the lead of 8 points.
Yep.
Well, that tells you right there. Just I mean, never drew a dime. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
Never drew a dime.
Just basically the New Japan Jeff Jarrett never drew a dime.
Wow, I won't go that far. Unless he does a figure 4 in a strut, then maybe he has something there.
No way.
But I was going to mention. Did you get a chance to see the Big Boss Man on DSOTR Ring?
No, I did not, unfortunately.
Well, I'm not going too much of it, other than mention some things that Jaber seen.
Yeah.
But did you at least get to see the Neko Butcher versus Mojo one?
Unfortunately, no, I have not either. So.
My gosh. All right, never mind.
I am super behind at the moment.
But nevertheless, just give me a moment. Make sure it can be in here. Oh, there we go. So, but back to what I was going to say. So then we get to the part where after Big Walkman, scores the spot there with Stone Cold from Survivor Series. Now it's up. Now we get to the WrestleMania Hell in a Cell match with Undertaker.
Yep.
Oh boy.
With this bad boy here.
Mm-hmm.
Being hanged with a noose. Now, I didn't know about this at the time. Or should I say, I didn't know about this until I watched this episode.
Yeah.
Basically, Big Walton had a harness to make sure that he doesn't really get choked out by this noose.
Yeah, I knew about this. I remember I saw.
Well, I mean, there was one incident that happened that same year.
But at the same time,
I'm not going to bring it up, but it's not about that.
But yeah, it's not really about that. But at the same time, can you imagine if the harness would have went wrong with Big Walton here on pay-per-view?
Yeah.
To be honest, I never liked that angle to begin with because
no, of course not. This was stupid. And whose idea this was?
And let's be honest. How well did that work out for the Sandman with the crucifixion angle years prior in ECW? So.
Yeah. Mind you, I was in ECW. Mind you, they did a lot of crazy stuff, but even that was too far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even yeah. I mean, there already pushed the boundaries, but even people who are even more fans of it at the time were even like, okay, that they went a little too far with that one. So.
Yeah, and they even had Raven apologize for that in the promo.
Oh yeah.
But
I was going to say, but whose idea this was?
Bro,
who made a cameo on there and thinking that this was going to be a big deal? Vince Russo.
Well, bro, I thought it was a great idea, bro.
Yeah,
are we really surprised? To be honest.
I mean, bro, it's the Undertaker, bro. I mean, it's all about death, bro. So it's him, bro.
Yeah, it's such a good idea that for the first time you have his family there, watching him wrestle for the first time live on at the show, and they had to see that image of Ray Taylor being hung like that.
That is crazy, because his family was there watching, and then that's what it.
Yeah.
That made it even worse. I didn't even know that until I've said about the whole I knew about the harness thing. No, news. I knew that, but I didn't know the watching.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is crazy. Let me get rid of that now. So that's just bio for a wrestling show.
Hey, bro. I'm gonna go, bro. That was a great idea, bro.
And he was laughing on the show. What talk about that scene? Like you fucking idiot.
I think it's
You
good,
know,
bro.
I wish you
I really hope Tony Khan does not think about collaborating with Vince Russo. He would be a fucking moron.
no.
No, don't do that.
Yeah. I'm just saying, just because, you know, they made amends, you know, Vince Russo and Tony Khan.
I mean, that's good. They made amends, you know, but yeah, don't take it to the show, man.
Yeah, I was still not willing to collaborate with him. Just saying. God, you really, if you really want to piss off Cornette, just have Vince Russo collab with Tony Khan and write his shows for him.
Bro, imagine if Vince Russo is seen as all elite, like you know that scene.
Oh God, I think Cornette would have a heart attack.
Oh my
he
God.
would have a heart attack if he saw that.
Now officially AEW now. AEW dead. We'll meet you now. Like,
I apologize to TNA.
Well, to be honest with you, I'll the corner with viewership because the AW. So he thinks AEW is lost cause anyways. But nevertheless, but Big Boss Man as a heel was great during that time. You know, when it comes to feeding Al Snow his dog Pepper, which they mentioned on the show.
Yeah.
And then and the whole thing with Big Boss Man, mentioning the Big Show, with the whole thing with his dad passing.
I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Oh
man, those were good times. Obviously, but
that was funny. You know, with Big Show, like the casket.
Yes.
The way he fell.
Which, by the way, I'm glad you brought that part up because Jared Briscoe brought this up on on this episode on Center Ring. He thought that was great. What happened with that whole thing? With that whole thing that happened with with the segment and then with Bishop taking that bump.
That was funny.
The way that the Bishop took that bump, it was hilarious. Except Bruce Pritchard though never liked that bump. Comes to it. And I can't remember who else didn't like it. Maybe Kevin Dunn. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Vince loved it. Because he loves it. Indian. Ha ha ha. It's good shit.
It was, man. It was funny.
But yeah. And then Big Boss has some issues when it comes to being working hurt, which you know what that leads to. Pills.
Yeah.
And this is why Nick Petra made a cameo on this episode as well, because basically talks about when Kurt Hennig died in 2003, that should have been a wake up call for anyone, because of wrestlers, but no, that was not a wake up call at all because we started having more wrestlers dying afterwards. What came to that. And I was watching, and in this documentary, in the same documentary, we're talking about Big Boss Man. They brought up names when it comes to the list of wrestlers that have died. Like Eddie Guerrero, British Bulldog, Owen Hart. Now, when it comes to at least when it comes to when they mention the list of these wrestlers, they mention how they died. Because obviously Owen Hart didn't die from drugs, obviously, but they include his name in there. But Mr. Perfect, like I said, Kurt Hennig, Road Warrior Hawk, because we all know what's up with drugs he was on during those times. But big Boss Man again, Hercules Hernandez, Earthquake. Even though he didn't really die from drugs, he died from cancer. But Chris Benoit, we all know how he died. But at the same time, he was he could with the drugs he was taking, he could have been dropped dead, if he didn't do what he did.
Yeah, it was steroids.
Yeah. Rick Rude. Again, I'm not gonna go through a lot of names and all that, but But you also have Miss Elizabeth, who died from drug overdose. Rock, who died from heart attack, but may have something to do with being on painkillers too. Because Rock, was known to be a hardcore wrestler. Just as Shirley, because of her drug abuse that she went through, and then she died.
Yeah.
So yeah, when Big Boss Man died, and they talk about this. The daughter talked about this um, where she was saying cause she kind of blamed herself for not doing not doing CPR the right way, and I started crying from there. I was like, and I was like, in my mind saying, it's not your fault. Like she really blamed herself for her father's death. When it comes to not doing CPR right. And then Jim Cornette started talking about Big Boss Man when it came to it was during that time where there was a celebrate 10-year anniversary of Midnight Express because Big Boss Man was a part of that as well. For being a bodyguard for Jim Cornette. And it was about maybe like a week or a week before his death, something like that. I can't remember. That's what it was. And then Cornette, he even started crying on the air, and I couldn't help. So man, this was during the ending of this episode, it was really tearjerker right there. So, and the thing about that, with Big Boss Man dying too, which is very eerie that I said this back while I was getting ready to watch Raw, because this was not on Raw. The Stones Raw was great come on, and this is back in 2004. I said I couldn't believe I said this at the time. I said the next legend to die. And then once Raw's getting come back, was great to come on, because it started like at that time 9:00 p.m. All of a sudden I see a graphic of Ray Taylor, Big Boss Man, and I saw that like I was in shock, like what the fuck. I was just kidding when I was saying that, but and I saw that like what the fuck. Because again, all I hear about is
basically that's how you found out Big Boss Man passed away at the time.
Yeah, I found out on that night, that he passed away. And like, holy shit, like that. Okay, I didn't really, I was just moving around with that, because but at the same time too, all you hear is wrestlers dying, from left and right from there, But I was just trying, I was just joking around when I was saying that, and then seeing that, I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna do that ever again. But that was so eerie, and it was just horrifying me saying that. But when it came to Bossman being Hall of Fame, the family that were there to induct him, they were all being praised by a lot of wrestlers and a lot of people that love Ray Taylor as Big Boss Man, and yeah, she resented wrestling for taking her dad away. That's basically all. But I'm glad that they found their way around it, and that Big Boss Man in the Hall of Fame. Because again, they need the approval of the family to see it's okay to induct him in the Hall of Fame. So, unless they would let years go by, this man would have just put Big Boss Man in legacy clean, just to disrespect the family. But luckily that didn't happen. So, but that's pretty much all the thoughts on Real Big Boss Man. And it sucks that he's not here with us. Have you been around? who knows what who knows what he been doing, and maybe some, from behind the scenes, whatever, like an agent, whatever, you know,
Mhm.
He
or
could be.
he could just just retire and just be at home with his family, because again he was a family man. He was he loved being um a what's, how they said it on the episode. But basically, he prefer girls, when it comes to having girls, you know, and he has two daughters, by the way, which one daughter did not be on this episode, but at the same time, maybe she's not a big maybe she's not a big on wrestling like her other daughter is, but um, but either way, but and there's nothing with favor. Like, and also like how Rockstar did here. R.I.P. to Big Boss Man. I couldn't agree more, man.
Yeah, rest in peace to Big Boss Man.
Rest in peace to Big Boss Man, and that's your Star ring on Big Boss Man. Now, when it comes to next week's episode of Dark Star Ring, they're gonna focus on the Renegade,
Which was to rip off Ultimate Warrior.
which he was the ripoff of the Ultimate Warrior. So that one, we're gonna see how that ends up being Dark Star of the Ring when it comes to the Renegade.
Yeah, because obviously, his tale was very tragic. So.
Yep. All right. Now, before I move on to what's good, say next, I'll bring up next. I should say, I gotta bring this up. I gotta talk about this with you, Omega, because I did watch Master of the Universe
Okay.
Of this year, and also with this, and I thought the movie was good.
All right.
And also I did also rewatch the movie I also watched years ago from 1987, Master of the Universe, and obviously that was a lot. That movie was a lot shorter than the one I saw from this year.
Yeah.
But let me say this about by Jared Leto. I did not like him as Skeletor.
Well, what a surprise there.
which is it shouldn't be a shock to anyone. Comes to Jared Leto. He's just fucking terrible.
Dude was never good at acting.
He's never good at acting. Never.
Never drew dime either.
No. But I thought the movie was good.
And also,
Yep.
there's apparently a bunch of. Apparently, there's a lot of allegations about him, being a rapist.
Yeah. I'll talk about that with your neighbor too.
Currently ongoing. For those who don't know.
Currently ongoing. Yeah. And if he did all those things again, fuck him, and he should be blackballed.
He was never a great actor to begin with, anyway. So I mean, what's the loss?
What's off anyway? Who thinks he's almighty? Guess he's in Hollywood, and he's been in big time movies. Big fucking deal.
Yeah, he started some movies. I mean, he wasn't good in those roles at all.
Never good in those roles at all. Never.
Because I know he was in the new Tron movie. I know that. That came out, I think, last year, this year.
Well, I know what not to watch.
Oh, Robert, what's wrong with Tron? Wow.
Nothing wrong with Tron. Is Jared Leto. That's the problem. He fucking sucks. People want to talk about how the Weeknd can act. At least the Weeknd will admit to everyone that he's an amateur in acting. At least At least with that, you got some respect with the weekend. There's nothing when it comes to you know Jared Leto to respect that a lot because he thinks he thinks he's a big deal. He really truly thinks he's a big deal.
Like I said before, I'd rather watch the weekend scene with shut the f up, shut up, than anything Jared Leto. At least it's entertaining and funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I just want to bring that up.
You guys are just mad. You guys are just mad.
Yeah, come on, guys. It's Morbin time.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was Morbius. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That movie's not bad.
Garbage.
That movie was trash.
Never to a dime.
The only thing was funny about it was the guy dancing to that one song. That was the only funny thing about that movie.
Well,
it had nothing to do to Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah. So I just want to bring that up because it. But yeah, but again, I did watch two movies of Master of the Universe from 1987 and from 2026. I enjoyed both movies. So.
Just not Jared Leto as Skeletor.
No, he was terrible. I don't know why they cast him in the first place.
He was the Joker when he was cast as the Joker.
Oh yeah, I was
gangster Joker. You remember that?
Yeah. And then we came to Justice League with that god awful, trying to laugh, but it's like he was dying.
He sounds like Squidward trying to do a, Squidward trying to do a Joker impression. That's kind of how he.
Oh my god! If they ever do a live action of SpongeBob SquarePants, they probably will cast him as Squidward, and maybe he'll do a better job with that one than Joker. But at the same time, yeah, fuck him. Don't know how someone thought that his agent thought that he is a great actor.
Well, his excuse always is I'm method acting.
Yeah.
Even though there's some bad stuff that came out about James Franco, at least when it comes to his method acting, at least he's actually good at it, unlike Jared Leto.
Oh yeah, I agree.
So take it as it is, but I'll at least give him that. So
exactly.
Even though he may be just as of a scumbag of a person too, apparently. But yeah.
Yeah. But he seems to be staying out trouble as of late. Yeah.
Yeah.
But nevertheless,
Or you know who the best method actor is, honestly, in Hollywood? Christian Bale, to be honest.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Because for those who don't know, he method acts, and his is actually great.
Mm-hmm.
Look who he did as Batman.
So,
fuck.
Let's talk about this chick here. Reina
Volcan. Yeah, I saw it, bro. Whew. Man.
First off, her debut against Skylar. What was her? Oh yeah,
Skylar Ray. I think that's her name.
Yeah, Skylar Ray. Yeah, so I just now remember Skylar Ray.
Is she the one that kind of looks like Tiffany Stratton, or is that another chick in the NXT?
I thought she looked more like.
Because I remember there's another chick that came into NXT too, and I looked at her, I was like, man, she looks like Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, I don't recall. But I thought when it comes to the Reina Volcan, she had a very impressive debut, and in ring debut I should say, My big issue though, when Skylar Ray gave her, did say to her, knock down Reina Volcan. I thought to myself, yeah, that was unnecessary. She should not have knocked down, Reina Volcan. I don't know who thought that was a good idea for the knock her down like that. Who's supposed to be a powerhouse, but that whoever booked that should not be booking that ever again. When it comes to someone like unless someone who can measure her size, you can do that. You cannot be doing that with her.
Yeah.
But they did,
What up?
but they did. I mean, you would thought that just how AEW was booking things on.
Man, they do that sometimes.
Well, what do you have to bring him up all the time?
Wow.
I
I mean, they do that sometimes.
mean, yeah, look at Darby Allin. He's a good example there. Doing like a Brian Cage.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
My God. But nevertheless, but in the end, she won on the torture rack, which they called it natural disaster.
Okay.
But yeah, that's her preparation movie. So again, a perfect debut there. Again, I just would never done that. That spot with her getting knocked down.
It is great.
But nevertheless, we know what else we should talk about, guys.
Yep.
Say hello to my
Oh.
little friend.
Oh, I thought you was well. I know we're gonna talk about him, but I thought you was gonna talk about.
I know. We'll get to him later.
Yeah.
We'll get to him later, though. But first off, say hello to my little friend.
Yeah. I made reference to that. Say hello to my little friend.
Because Mark Santana, he made his official NXT debut. What, last week I think it was? Yeah,
Last week. Yeah, it was after
And-
the Tony D'Angelo versus Mrricanjay match.
Which by the way, I did watch the match too, by the way. And boy, even another key match, Mrricanjay man boring.
I mean, what can you do? It's Mrricanjay, so what can you do?
Yeah.
But
Why
right,
the Santana guys is beyond me.
I guess because EO and probably wanted to be closer to her.
Probably too.
most likely.
Yeah. Most likely, yeah. In a way.
That's probably
But it's
why.
not really helping his case at all.
No, it really ain't.
He just sucks.
Yeah, he's just.
Who Naraku? I mean,
Mrricanjay.
Yeah.
I mean, he does.
And I'm pretty sure people will be upset. He lost again. Even on where there's no rules. Like, what do you expect? This guy can't get over, in the ring. He sucks.
Yeah, he's not that interesting in the ring, to be honest.
Boring.
He wasn't.
No
He
charisma.
wasn't. He wasn't in New Japan. He was going to be in NXT. It didn't matter.
Mm-mm. You know where he peaked, by the way? He peaked when he left Los Ingobernables de Japón. When we left that group and ended up being part of Bullet Club, it all went downhill from there. And then I think he was great in the ring under those times, but I'm just saying, with him being over, because he was part of that group, a group that was actually over, Mexican Bullet Club. No, he's just not good. He's not.
No, he isn't.
He's just an entrance.
Pretty much, yeah. People like to say Seth Rollins' entrance. Like, no.
Oh, so
At least
more than an entrance, by the way. Just
Yeah,
take my point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the microphone is kind of
Robert,
debatable.
You didn't like Seth Rollins' promo on Raw?
Oh, we'll get to that. Bro. We talk about first now.
But yeah, but at least Seth Rollins can wrestle. He's entertaining in the
Yeah.
ring. Naraku, no.
But then that's when we got after Conjunction 1, which Rafisto.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's when we got we hear the music of Max Santana.
Yep.
And then Dick Joseph on commentary,
Well,
saying these things and all that, right? And not mention his name. And the moment the moment we don't hear them mention their names, like oh fuck, they get a name change.
Yeah, because they did the same thing with Ricky Saint. I think also with Blake Monroe because they didn't mention their name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they might even do that to they might obviously evil make him.
they didn't mention his name either.
Yeah.
Until
I'm pretty sure Mason Rope when we got Joseph saying, "Is that fair?"
They didn't mention his name. Yeah.
Oh man.
I bet Robert hates Big Joseph for saying that.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. His voice. He doesn't got the voice for for commentary. Tom Hennepin or Tom, what you want to say? He's got the voice for it. Michael Cole, he got the voice for it. Styles, sure. He's got the voice for it.
Yeah.
Josh Matthews, whenever he's serious, because sometimes he. Yeah. Dick Joseph, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's why I hate him because of his voice. Like, I hate your voice.
But besides the whole boom, bam, bam, bing, boom, 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 boom.
Bada bing. You son of a bitch!
Oh, that was funny.
Cody Stutter. That's my favorite one, bro. Because I remember you guys were just going crazy over that.
We're burying him for that.
It was terrible. That was hilarious.
It was
now, anytime Cody Rhodes does a Cody Cutter, I say that now. Cody Cutter. Oh man.
God. But look, here's the thing with Max Montana. With his name change. I don't hate the name. I wasn't sure about Cruz being his first name, but I get why because Max Montana, I think he's based about his the honor of his late dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not the fact that he changed his name. Like I'm pretty sure he owns the trademark of Max Montana. Yeah, obviously that's not his real name, by the way.
Yeah, that's not his real name.
It's the fact that you see him debut on NXT. I mean, not debut. You'll come to NXT. Why is TNA? Like Max Montana. We know who he is. It's like he just now came into NXT.
Yeah, it's not like with Ricky Saints because Ricky Saints it was different because he made his debut in NXT. At least as a big star, and then they didn't mention his name, so it was kind of different. But we saw Mike Santana during the whole TNA versus NXT rivalry that was going on. So, so it was kind of different,
Yeah.
But
But but Dick Joseph, was doing that whole thing where he's trying to not say his name, that, and that's and again that's when I had that moment like, man, you suck at your job, man.
Wow. I hate your voice. You suck. Like, I wish you got released. Wow.
I wish it would be released. Be honest with
you. Wow.
It's awful. My God, man.
Yeah. I wish you lost your job and then you make a crying video about it. Wow. So I can laugh. Wow. But
nevertheless, but so he got a new name and because being Cruz Montana, and when it came to the Montana name, I immediately thought of Toy Montana, which is why you see see him right here.
Yeah. Say hello to my little friend. Another Quang Loon shall love me in the morning.
That's right. You school with me, you school with the best.
Say hello to the bad guy.
Oh man. But hey, he's here in in NXT because obviously TNA
Mm-hmm.
even though they did some good for him with him over there, but at the same time they also did some bad things with him over there.
Yeah, with the whole call your shot, um, especially in his first title defense. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was not good.
and I don't fully blame all of them on behind the scenes. It was Tom Dreamer's fault.
Yeah, and like I said, I wouldn't mind if they did it. It's just like it was too early for that.
Yeah,
It was just way too early.
and again, Tom Dreamer's reason of why he held it all. Yes, because you want to give him a bigger moment about Glory. Like you're telling me at Summerversary in New York City.
In New York City.
That was not the bigger moment for Mike Tyson to win the belt.
Yeah, and Slammiversary is one of their biggest shows too. So
Yes,
I mean, yeah, I understand Bound for Glory's a big show too, but so is Slammiversary.
exactly.
Yeah.
And remember how after that, we won the belt at Bound for Glory. They took a hiatus for a little bit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like wow. So,
Yeah.
which obviously which is why they had to get rid of Tom Dreamer. I don't know why it took them so long to finally get rid of him until we the TNA is in the state it's in right now. But it's not here or there. Oh, speaking of TNA, I just want to mention this too, by the way. Alicia Lucas of Forbes.
Oh yeah.
She asked for a release.
Yeah, I heard about it.
I heard that. I was like, oh, Rob's gonna love this.
And all that good. The moment Test Special left, there's no reason for her to be there. So sure enough, she has been gone too. So yeah, she asked for a release. I'm like, good.
Yeah, I was like, what are they gonna do with her, especially after the Test Special left? What were we gonna do? So
go back to WWE, team up the bells again. Oh god.
I mean, she probably would do that.
I mean, does WWE even want her back?
I don't know. Probably not. Because they're racist. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, that's the reason.
Yes.
But no, there's no value in her anymore. That's the thing. About Victoria All Crawford, is her real name. There's no value in her anymore.
No.
So yeah, so what's TNA was gonna do it for her either way? It was right that they didn't do anything with her after special as a being gone. And let's be honest with you, they wasn't even doing much with this match either. So, but nevertheless, but another one that left too, by the way, was the referee, a TNA referee. I can't remember her name, but I remember she was a referee of the match with Mike Santana and Steve Macklin. I think it was about months ago. I think it was a second prize, if I recall. Where obviously it was the night where Mike Santana hit Steve Macklin so hard that he has to get concussed and rocked. And the referee, again, I forgot her name. She thought she knew what happened there and what was going on, and she stopped the match. And obviously Mike Santana won the match. Be a forfeit. And then that's when they had AOs come out there, to do basically had to call an audible to change some ending here because what had to happen there. And it was on that I can't remember if it was later on or either way they had a referee and AOs were in a war for something that they did because of what happened on that night. That was unfortunately on their hands. So that same referee that got that award, for doing a great job on that night, and now she's gone. She asked for a release too, and they give her a release. Now we got referees leaving TNA.
Sinking ship known as TNA.
What the hell is going on with TNA? Oh, but anyways, but yeah, Cruz Montana is here because you gotta say hello to his little friend because if you fuck with him, you fuck with the best.
Yep. You die, motherfucker.
But we got to talk about something else here.
Yep. Oh boy, I've been waiting to talk about this.
All right. So take it away, Jaber.
Oh God.
Yeah, I did. So I did see the promo with the Grayson Waller.
Me too.
Uh,
But yeah, I wanted to know. I watched it too.
yeah, I saw it in the CW channel, and I
Mm-hmm.
saw what he said. Um, the first thing he said was, "Hey WWE, you want to get on Real? Well, let's get on Real." It's like, uh oh, oh boy. He's talking about uh, basically the state of his career. Talking about when he first came to the main roster, it was looking pretty good. You know, debuted in Madison Square Garden. Um, talk about how he won the SmackDown Tag Team title, WrestleMania. He's saying that his career was looking pretty good, and then something changed. Saying he didn't know what it was. Maybe it was the politics. Maybe he didn't politic enough. Maybe he didn't get the right, just the right ass. I don't know. And I remember he said, like, I had to carry, some dead weight, obviously referencing Austin Theory,
Yep.
saying that, um, you know, uh, basically calling him the Martin Jannetty of the group. It's like, I was like, dang. Grayson was getting in, bro. What else he said? Oh, he mentioned also, the last thing he was doing in the main roster was obviously, he's saying, I was pretending I was in a funeral. I wore the silly hat. I committed to the bit. And I was focused on, telling how good someone else was. And he said, ironically, the only thing I was dying, I was dressed at the funeral, but the only thing I was dying was my career. But hey, it's a new day.
Yes, it is.
And he's talking, he's talking about how, he could, stay in catering, eat the food, but he's Grayson Waller. He's too good for that. He's in the best shape in his life, and I mean, he really is. He's jacked.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how, like, he never got a chance to become NXT champion, in his first run in NXT. Mentioned guys like, guys who did win it, like, Finn Balor, Shinsuke, Johnny Gargano. He even gave Johnny Gargano his old rival a shout out.
Yeah.
Even like guys like, Braun Breaker, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, Oba, saying that, they got the red carpet. They're treated like gods, And, I never won the title, and I'm treated like a Netflix ad comedy actor. I was like, ooh.
He
I mean,
ain't wrong.
he's not wrong. He's not wrong, bro. What else did he say? He also, I remember like there was someone like a production guy coming in, telling,
Yeah, to come off. Yeah.
yeah, he's like, Sean,
That.
yeah, Sean, hey, tell Sean to come out, tune up the band. If he wants me to stop,
I remember him mentioning about when it comes to these talents that on their
Yeah, he's
accounts
talking
when
about
it comes
the
to
mentions.
put their bios, their W superstars like that, right?
Yeah, I remember he said that.
And then he mentioned something about they want they want to get that call up to the main roster, and then they say something about he said something about on the women's
Basically, the men think that they should be in the main roster, but they're being outclassed by the women. That's basically
yes.
And he said pretty much the 10% already. They're all women. He called the men division soft, lazy, complacent.
Which I think that now that's horrible. That's a word. That's probably one word.
Yeah. What else he said? I remember like when he was talking about we also was talking about the men's division. He mentioned, he was talking about the indie guys, right?
Yeah.
Talented guys, really great wrestlers. But once you give them the mic,
Yeah.
all that excitement goes away because they're a bunch of charisma vacuums. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, like Johnny Gargano. Yep.
Okay, we didn't. Okay, we didn't need that.
Cody Rhodes. Yep, exactly.
What?
Well, with Grayson Waller, he doing Austin Theory. Yeah, that's a good example.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then obviously he talked about Tony D'Angelo, the champion. He became champion. Especially when because there was nobody left. Because obviously that was him and Grayson Waller. They were part of the 2.0 era. That's where they really got their start. And then he did mention Cruz Montana, and it's funny because like, hey, great name by the way.
Yeah,
I love it. And he mentioned you call your shot for the NXT championship because you were the top guy in TNA. And oh my god, bro, when he said this, this ain't 2005, mate. Being the top guy at TNA, it's like being the best basketball player in your local YMCA. I'm not impressed. I was like, damn. God, I mean, it sucks because he's not wrong. Because TNA, especially TNA nowadays, right now, man.
Oh
man, it is not the company it used to be, bro.
Nope.
So, but dang, Grayson Waller was going off, and even the fans were cheering him. But he talks like, no, stop, shut up. I don't need you cheering me. I'm cooking. Let me cook. It's like,
let me cook.
Yeah, let me cook. It's like, hey, he was cooking, bro. He was cooking.
Yeah.
He said, he says, want to take the title, take the opportunities, take everything,
Yeah, by the way, on Twitter, apparently Moose did not like his comments about TNA.
Yeah, I remember Moose, and I know that Brian Myers said something. Yeah. I remember Brian Myers said something too.
Oh wow.
Sensitive feelings Moose. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I remember Brian Myers said something too. But yeah, man, he was just going off, and
NXT versus TNA Showdown, coming up.
Yeah, probably, yeah. What else did he say?
Or like I said, sensitive feelings Moose, basically.
Yeah. Bro, he was just going off. Calling Austin Theory and Mario Jannetty, mentioning the gimmick, his recent, gimmick with New Day, that was a sinking ship. Calling have the guys charisma vacuum, saying that, oh yeah, I remember because like he's like, guys, I know you guys are on your phone right now, stop making TikToks and actually watch the show and listen. I remember he said that. Yeah, he was just going off, bro. Going off. Like that was, I even said on the comment, bro, like this was easily like his best promo. And this got him a lot of attention. Like this was so good. Like I even said, like, okay, now I'm already invested. I'm already invested in Grayson Waller, like his second run. I'm invested now. Because everything he said, he wasn't wrong. Like, like you can tell like they told him to just, go out there and like just say what you want to say. And he said exactly what was on his mind, and the fans ate it up. I was eating it up, and it was great. It was pretty much his pipe bomb. It kind of was his pipe bomb, to be honest.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's got a lot of attention, a lot of praise. I think even Cena even praised it. Even John Cena praised it on social media.
Really? Cena praises Grayson Waller promo.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. That promo.
You're not cutting it.
Yeah, but yeah, that promo, bro, that pipe bomb he did was great. That was honestly really good. And obviously, he was saying when he was still talking, but then obviously they cut his mic. They pulled a CM Punk, like, cut his mic. And then he went to the camera. It's like, I don't need a microphone. Hey, you don't want to give me an opportunity, WWE? I just took it. Consider your cages rattled. and then that's when they cut off, to black, and then they went to commercial. Like they
Yeah, no
really like.
commercial.
I was like, okay, you see, I was like, that was great. That was good right there. That was a good promo. That was a great way to open NXT. And
It's open the show. Okay.
yeah, it opened the show.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know it opened the show.
yeah, I believe it opened the show because like I remember like they were showing like obviously the announcers, Booker T and Vince, Vic Joseph, because they were talking about they were talking about stuff that happened last week, but then they saw Grayson Waller come up, and did what he did.
Okay, I've never seen that part, but with Joseph's looking like he saw someone there and they tried to go back to what he's going to say. I like, yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. You still suck.
Wow. Oh my god. I still hate you. I'll never give you credit. Wow. But yeah, this was a really good promo, man. And like I said, I'm already invested in his second run NXT. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if they actually give him the title. I wouldn't mind it.
I think he will. He's gonna be. I think he's gonna be the one to get the belt from D'Angelo, and it's gonna be.
Hey, at least ain't no Raku, so yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll take. Trust me, I'll take Grayson Waller any day over Naraku, bro. And I'm sure, like, eventually you're gonna give Cruz Montana the title, which hey, I'm totally down with that.
Which it should, Grayson Waller and Cruz Montana should be that match. If Grayson Waller ends up becoming NXT champion.
Yeah, I think they'll probably make it a triple threat. Tony D'Angelo versus Cruz Montana versus Grayson Waller. I think they'll probably do that because I believe Heat Wave is the next show.
Yeah.
So, hey, I'm cool. I'm fine if they do that. So, but yeah, man, I'm looking forward to what Grayson Waller's going to do next week. Like, what's he going to say? What's he going to do? Because that was a really good promo he did. And I remember Cruz Montana. He cut his promo. Talked about like his past. His past in New York and TNA.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that's when Tony D'Angelo came out in front of him, and then that's when Grayson Waller came out, attacking both guys. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be a triple threat. So,
all right,
yeah, man, I'm looking forward to Grayson Waller, what he's doing. So, I'm looking forward to it.
As I say so, say so.
Yeah, he does. He really said so. He really did.
Now I'm not if that could be his theme. He'll move forward because of this, but we shall see.
Yeah, he really said so, bro. He really said so.
And I always get the feeling, Grayson Waller, ever going to the main roster, Triple H just didn't get him.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I didn't get. And I'll be honest, I didn't get him that much either when I first saw him. He did warm up to me a little bit, later on NXT, before he got the call up to the main roster, and then see what happened from there. And obviously, he was doing very well until they wasn't really doing much with him. To be honest with you, other than the tag team they with Austin Theory.
Yeah, and then pretty much after they lost the belts, they were kind of just spiraling, just floating around, especially racing. And then they put him with New Day, which could have been something different, but it really went nowhere. And like you said, they were just in the funeral, which did nothing.
Yep.
But hey, like you said, it's a new day. It's a new day for Grayson Waller.
That's right. It's a new day.
Speaking of New Day, I remember I sent a clip of the animation that they did, that someone did for them. Pretty much for their free agency. Did you guys get to see that?
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. No.
Well, yeah, you gotta check it out because you gotta check it out. Obviously, if you look at it, you'll get the references. You'll see what they're doing basically with the animation. So when you see it, you'll get it. But I saw it and yeah, it was really good. It was really good.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to check it out. But yeah, nevertheless, this is just unreal in a way. What we missed all day here. No pun intended.
You want to get Unreal? Let's get Unreal. Hey, and he definitely went Unreal.
He went Unreal indeed.
Mhm.
But speaking of
Way better than
Unreal,
WWE Unreal.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Speaking of that Unreal, I did
Oh,
watch WWE Unreal all five episodes of season 3,
Okay.
and I thought this season was a little better than the first two. Besides Triple H, Chris
Hmm.
Pritchard, and Michael Hayes, out of touch
Yep.
old farts
Yep.
on these episodes, and then
Hmm.
Triple H's lies, on these episodes when it comes to some things that he was talking about. Even John Cena, um, where he's trying to hide, the lies, which he couldn't,
Yeah, he
especially
can
with
go.
which I'm not really going to Cena that much, but
Yeah.
he's talking like a politic, he sounds so robotic in the way, like, oh my God, Cena, what the hell? But
Hmm.
but he's committed to it though, the way he's talking, you know. But I want to say this when it comes to Cena's run, his final run, for someone who hasn't been a fan of Cena since 2015, because I was a fan of Cena when he first came in, you know, and to see how his retirement tour was treated, and Triple H trying to say it was, try to say that it was a success. No, it wasn't. It was fucking
Oh,
awful.
when I heard him say that, it's like, bro, no, no, it wasn't, man. No, it was not.
It was fucking awful, man.
No, especially when they turned him heel, which
Yeah,
on
no one was
paper it
gonna boo
sounded,
him.
yeah. The only reason why he got booed was mainly because they're in the international crowds where they actually boo the heels,
Hmm.
and cheer the baby faces, most of the time. That's the only reason why he got the reaction that he did because because they understand. Um, but even then, like you said, like they weren't gonna boo him, like especially like ever since 2021 where he's been getting a lot of love. Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. It wasn't gonna work all the time. Like they had to like really force it in, and it didn't work. It's kind of like what kind of reminds me of this heel turn. It kind of reminds me of Stone Cold in a way, like when he turned Stone Cold heel in 2021. I mean, in 2001, I should say, in 2001. You know, after WrestleMania, where they were trying so hard for him to get boos, but it wasn't really working until they added Triple H. Where it kind of worked depending on what he was doing. That's kind of why I think of what Cena's heel turn. This was literally the Stone Cold heel turn, but with Cena, where he was just too over as babyface for fans to start booing him. Like it wasn't gonna work. And to say the retirement tour was a success, no, it wasn't. And I remember like I saw this I think on either Facebook or Twitter. Basically like saying like if Vince would have booked it, it would have been different. The biggest thing, Vince would have never turned him heel. That's probably the one good thing. If Vince was still around, yeah, Vince would have never turned him heel because Cena didn't need to turn heel, bro. Like we've been past that. It never happened. Well, at least it didn't happen again, and it didn't need to happen because he was already getting love. He was already getting respect. From the fans. It didn't need to. It was just for shock value, and we got nothing out of it besides Travis Scott getting involved in the match, which was god awful. You know. Um, but yeah, for Triple H to say it was a success, it really wasn't. And the worst part is, like, he didn't even have a lot of dates, even though Cena wanted more dates. They couldn't even give him more dates
I was saying the same thing
because they
too.
wanted to be. They wouldn't allow him to do it. I don't know, maybe because they were, I guess, concerned for himself because he's not as young as he used to be. Like I don't know,
I don't know.
but
I don't know what the reason why is. Other than they had no ideas what to do with Cena, which it
I guess
showed, with his heel turn.
it, I mean it really showed because and I even said this like when we were talking about I think it was the end of the year of like his retirement tour. I even said this like one, I would have never turned him heel. Two, I would have had him go for the IC title since that was the only title he never won. I would have had him go for it early. You know, I would have had him do like the IC, open challenge, like pretty much like a reference to the US Open challenge. That's what I would have done. You know, um, but yeah, for Triple H to say that was a success, like come on, bro. Even that's BS, bro. Come on, man. I wanted to be a success, but it just wasn't. It just wasn't working.
No, it wasn't.
No, his fans were still cheering him. I still remember that SmackDown, the SmackDown Go Home show when they were in Las Vegas, and they were cheering for Cena, and they were actually booing Cody for a little bit. They were booing him for a little bit. I remember when Cena's like, "This is who you fight for."
He sucks. I mean, what do you expect?
Well, I'm just saying, like, that's just how over Cena was his babyface during that time. You know, obviously, Cody won the back. Obviously, he won the back, but yeah, that should tell you that it wasn't going to work. Like I said, I compared it to Stone Cold in 2001, where he was just too big of a face for the fans to boo him as a heel. It wasn't going to work. They really had to force it in, and even then, it wasn't really a success.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
But what came to the first episode? What came to the return of AJ Lee? Now, we all remember watching AJ Lee's return. We were happy when she made a return. Obviously, it was the worst kept secret ever. But we all knew how it was all set up too, though. With her returning. So as I was rewatching this return on Unreal here, I didn't feel emotional at the time when she returned. I was more marking out, because I'm a fucking mark, But
there you are. Well,
but then rewatching it on Unreal, I got emotional watching it because I still can't believe that that AJ Lee came back, and then we came to the second episode, which I think it was talking about John Cena because him being with him leaving, because not wrestling anymore. Now remember watching that show was Cena's last match. Now with me or Omega Red, we was happy that Cena was losing, and
I mean we got
and he tapped out, even though that was it was ridiculous how he was tapping out,
He's like,
with smile on his face.
Yeah, it's like it's okay. I quit.
Yeah, basically, Cena explained on saying that he's getting killed. We haven't seen this in a while. But is someone getting killed off? Like, okay.
Yeah, it was like your favorite character getting killed off,
Pretty much, I guess.
Like Han Solo in Star Wars, like oh boy.
Yeah. And when it comes to watching this, again on Real, when it comes to Cena's final time in the ring, that. And then we came to CM Punk and Cody Rhodes because CM Punk had an idea to do something with Cena in the ring. Basically, let's go back to 2005, I think it was, where John Cena, his idea with him and Batista to put the belts on the Hulk Hogan.
Ooh.
And then we came to Cena. Now Cena was it's going to reject it and all that. He doesn't want to do it, but CM Punk is going to be that you're going to do this because you did it with Hulk Hogan. You and Batista did with Hulk Hogan. We're never doing it with you. And Cody Rhodes said, "Wow, I didn't think of that." What do you think about that, Omega Red?
He's an idiot. There you go.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh man. I figured you would say, yeah, you should have figured that out. You should have thought about that first, you idiot. You're the champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah.
But then again, he's
Um.
a. Well, I mean, yeah, well,
Wow.
paper champion anyways. So fuck it.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, with that belt, yeah, obviously. But anyways, um, but yeah, but there's a idea to do with Cena and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and looking at at that moment, um, I got emotional from there with that
God damn,
whole thing.
Robert, what are you? Damn, you've been getting emotional for everything. Jesus.
Yeah, I was getting emotional for that part too. Cause like again, this because I like again the Cena retirement tour. Even though I wasn't really following Cena over the years, but this and it's I mean his final year, and after seeing how his final year was being treated, where they could have done a lot more of it. I
Yeah.
like I got emotional seeing this. Like for someone who used to be a Cena fan, and then I went back to Triple H, you fucking idiot. What the fuck? What the fuck did you do?
Yeah. Yeah, man. They should have never turned him heel, bro. Should have never done that.
Oh, so I was gonna say, well, what do you gotta make everything about Triple H?
Because he
Yeah,
ruined it.
yeah. That heel turn really ruined it. Like I said, I would have had him go for the IC title because that was the only title he never won. I would have had him do
Remember,
that
it was
early.
his idea. Triple H's idea. He was to make sure on this show itself, WWE Unreal, that this real turn for Cena was his idea.
Yeah. And you already know Cena's the company man. Like he'll do what he's told. So like he was gonna go with it. Like and well I don't think obviously this wasn't I remember I saw like a video a few days ago, like because I'm telling you that Cena's the company man. I remember like you remember their SummerSlam match, Cena versus Roman at 2021. Originally Cena was supposed to win that match. He was gonna win. He was gonna be never seen 17 in 2021. He was gonna be Roman. But then when Brock Lesnar came back, they changed it. It's like we're gonna change the finish. We're gonna have Roman Reigns win, and then Brock's gonna come back and he's gonna attack you. It's like okay, all right. Cena's the company guy. He's gonna do what he's told. So me personally, I kind of wish Cena would have just like said no to the heel turn. To be honest, because I'm sure he can. I'm sure he can do it because he can. I'm sure he has some creative pull. I mean, he does. I mean, he's one of the top guys. He's one of the top guys. So I'm sure he can. I kind of wish he did. I kind of wish he said like, I'm not sure about this. I don't think this will work. But let's just keep me a baby face. That's personally how I feel about it.
No, nobody cares. Wow.
Wow. Nobody cares what your opinion. Wow.
Yep. But yeah, crazy how that turned out.
Yeah. Yeah, his retirement tour should have been so much better, bro. Honestly, like I'm not saying I would be like the best booker, but if I was booking his retirement tour, like I said, I would have had him go for IC title, have the IC Open Challenge, have him go to SmackDown, Raw, even NXT. I would have him go to NXT if it was possible. Probably even have him go to TNA or have a TNA star face him. I would do everything I can to do a lot for his IC title run. That's what I would have done if I was booking his retirement tour. That's what I would have done. I know people would have said like it's a rehash of the U.S. Open Challenge, but I think it would have been good. It would have been. I think it would have been a good thing. But yeah,
Yeah,
we
exactly.
got what we got. So
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, fuck that. This is the top guy. This is the guy that it was literally one of the top guys in WWE. One of the faces of WWE, and that's the retirement tour he gets. Yeah, I mean, bro, if they're doing that for John Cena, I can't imagine you know, who they would have done a retirement tour for. You know,
Luckily, I just thought they didn't want to do that. Retirement tour thing. But they
I
would
don't
have
blame
fucked
him.
this up too.
I don't blame him because look what he did with Cena. I don't blame him. They did it to John Cena. John Cena, bro. If they were doing if they're doing it to John Cena, yeah, I'm sure it just sounds like, you know what, forget it. I don't want a retirement tour. Just have Gunther retire me at Royal Rumble. I'll be out. I don't blame him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame him, bro. I don't blame him.
Exactly.
So yeah.
But yeah. Now for the third episode, I think it was about something about CM Punk and AJ Lee talking about the passing of Larry.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
I think I saw a clip of that. CM Punk talking about it.
yeah, and that was the opening of the third episode of the third season, and even obviously this guy got me emotional because obviously I know what it's like. We all know what it's like to lose a pet. Not good. Obviously, not a good feeling. But they also talk about other things as well, like for example, Seth Rollins, getting hurt, and they did what they had to do, to run off of TV. And him also Naomi before getting pregnant, and she was a women's world champion at the time. I can't remember what else they mentioned on there. Because life happens. It's not that. I think that was in telling a little bit. And then the fourth episode, I can't remember what the fourth episode was entitled, but all I know is that the fourth episode, I guess I remember something about Seth Rollins getting involved, to be the hooded man and all that, to be the one to be revealed to be the hooded man and everything, and then the whole thing with Timothy Stratton and Rhea Ripley, where Timothy Stratton looked like she got busted open, but she did, but yeah, obviously it was not that she could have done the brace herself, from that, but because it happens.
Yeah.
And then the fifth episode, obviously we get to the whole thing of WrestleMania. When they go into WrestleMania, they went back to the whole thing of Liv Morgan and Separate Care. The whole thing happened with Liv and Roxanne. The whole thing of heads colliding.
Oh yeah. I definitely remember this.
Yes. And we saw behind the scenes of it after the aftermath of it. Now, obviously, Roxanne Perez was not okay. After that, because they were still trying to help her out. Liv Morgan, she was fine. Because again, when we look back at it again, Liv Morgan got the worst of it because she had a big lump. But the one who got the worst of it was Roxanne Perez because she's the one who was still on the ground. We met and meanwhile Liv Morgan, got back up, even though she was still feeling the pain and all that, but and then you see Stephanie McCare, having a concerned look on her face, because obviously it was an accident. Obviously, she didn't know she didn't know her strength, and I believe that's what it was. She didn't know her strength, of it. But at the same time, they were too close to each other, Liv and Roxanne. That's what Ray caused it, in a way. But still didn't help the case at all, because of it. But it is what it is. At the end of the day. But I do remember Triple H saying something about this, saying, they will build up a story here, with Liv Morgan and Stephanie Care. I'm like, what story? Yeah, just started this. They just started this program. The moment that Liv Morgan won on the chamber. Like, what story you telling us? Now, do I remember what story that was they were talking about? With Liv Morgan is Stephanie Care. Oh, then Stephanie Care talking Spanish to her, and then Liv Morgan crying.
Yeah, I remember.
No.
I remember that.
Well, I remember that part. I just don't remember what Triple H is talking about.
Yeah, what? Yeah, I'm like, what story what story you telling us? First of all, you fucking suck at telling stories. First of all,
No, I didn't. No, I don't. Finish the story. That was all me.
Oh, fuck.
yeah. Even,
Why?
even though it started when Vince McMahon was there, was still there. Triple H just picked it up and
Made it better.
and Triple H picked it up on it, and Bruce Pritchard was involved as well. Can't just say it was just Triple H. Bruce Pritchard was involved too. Doesn't really speak much real high praise of it because Bruce Pritchard, but anyways. But but yeah, no, it's all bullshit. There was no story there, but Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. I mean, Liv Morgan and Stephanie Care. I mean, there's a story with Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. We know that story. We don't know how it's going to play out though, yet. But there was no story there about Liv Morgan and Stephanie Care because there wasn't. What the fuck he was talking about?
What are you talking about?
My God, man. But anyways, but obviously, there's also a story with CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Obviously, we all know what story that they're put up for that one, that whole thing. Besides, the whole thing was just stupid that CM Punk is old, old man Punk,
Old man Punk.
Like, just like you, Robert, you're old. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm old. People will say differently, but and also. And he says about Gunther and Seth Rollins, their story. Like, there was no story with the meter. What are you talking about?
There was no story. Yeah, there was no story. There was no story with Seth and Gunther. They didn't start building up anything until like the next week, like after after Gunther attacked Seth.
And his name was Braun Breaker. He isn't coming back, but they didn't want to get back in the ring yet because obviously because Bruce Pritchard had an idea to not put him back in the ring yet because he's we don't want him to relapse again because of his injury, which I agree with Bruce Pritchard there. But once I got to agree with Bruce Pritchard there.
They're just mad.
But yeah, all I can remember is Triple H just trying to praise himself, trying to give himself a lot of credit, for all this success going to WrestleMania. I'm like, fuck off, you're a fucking ball-headed fraud.
Wow.
I think you're talking about The Rock.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That comment got to Triple H so much that he decided to put his hand to go back again. Did you see that? You see that segment with on Raw? Which probably we'll get to about it. I'll get to it.
Yeah, I noticed it. Yeah, he's growing his hair back.
Because he got bothered with some people commenting, on him. He's the real ball fraud. Which I was saying that I was saying that before anyone said that about Triple H.
I've been saying it for years, and now people all of a sudden agree with me. I've been saying this for years.
Oh man, well I won't go that far, but but basically with the whole thing of Cena's retirement tour, I think around there when it was over. That's what I was saying. I think I was saying around that time, like you want to talk about the bullhead fraud? Yeah, that's your real bullhead fraud. That's it's triple bitch, triple bald. Triple big nose. Triple out of touch.
Triple out of touch. Wow.
And now he's and now he's bought by that comment with people that he's what coincidence he's now all of a sudden starting to grow his hair back. Well, guess what? You're still a triple fraud.
Wow.
But anyways, but the point is, folks, I thought Unreal Season 3, I thought it was a little better. Still wasn't, the best thing I've seen or good. I thought it was just a little better over did here. Again, unless you want to torture yourself saying through Triple H, Michael Hayes, and Chris Pictures, of their brains, whatever, try to skim over that one, because believe me, I was doing that too. I was skimming over that one, the whole thing. The one who should be really in charge of of the operation of creative behind the scenes is who's on here on Unreal is Bobby Roode. He's on one with a great mindset. He's on with a great mindset.
Well, I mean, Robert, he's the It Factor. He's glorious. So of course.
Yeah. I'd rather take him, be in charge of the operation than Triple H. He knows what the fuck he's doing.
Oh yeah. What are you talking about? Bobby Roode is a dollar store me. Mixed with Ric Flair.
Well, for a reason, he's doing a better Triple H than you ever done in your entire career. My God, man.
I'm glorious.
Yeah. So that's the Bret Hart, because you're in-ring work.
Bret is a crybaby.
My God, man.
Just like you.
Wow.
Oh man. Oh, by the way, my internet is out, so we're probably not going to be doing any fun topics, unless you want to get your laptop out, Omega. I don't know.
Nah.
Nah, I don't want to. Well.
No, I just.
Well, I guess
no, I'm just not using my laptop at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we'll do it. So we'll do it another time then. With fun topics. But anyways, let's get. Oh, right. We got to talk about this.
What?
I'll bring it up right now. Hopefully, we can talk about it quickly because AEW Redemption.
I mean, that's not Retribution. Redemption.
Redemption. Retribution. Oh my God. Oh. So yeah, this show. Let's get to it. On July 26th, I'll get to why I didn't like it.
I can tell Robert's not going to have a good time with this.
No. But July 26th, 2026, in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Bell Central, with the attendance of 7,107 fans in attendance.
Wow.
So here's the results. We had one pre-show match to happen, which was a conglomeration. Orange Cassidy, Roger Strong, O'Reilly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They defended the AEW World Trios Championships against the Lethal Twist, which is Jay Lethal, Blake Christian, and Lee Johnson. 12 minutes it lasted. Didn't watch the match, but conglomeration won. And then we saw on Dynamite, they lost to the Demand, the belts. So yeah.
Yeah.
So the Demand are now the Trios champions.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Ricochet's the champion again.
I know that conglomeration won the belts.
I mean, I know that the Demand had a match between Rascals and Collision tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, the Demand won that one then. But anyways, so the opening show, we had a 6-way ladder match to determine the number 1 contender to face the AEW International Champion, who's whoever that may be. We'll get to that later. 19 minutes and 4 seconds lasted. So you have Speedball Mike Bailey,
Speedball.
yeah, versus Jungle Boring Jack Perry. Yes. The Beast Mortals.
Your boy, Omega. Your boy,
He's back.
he's back, bro.
Who gives a shit? Fuck yeah.
His visa is been fixed now.
Well,
Okay.
I wish he stayed. I wish he stayed on the other side. Fuck yeah.
Wow. Right. Wow.
But the next one, Commander.
Oh wow. Commander.
Nick Wayne, who put on a few pounds by the way.
Nick Plain.
Wow. But yeah, Nick Wayne.
And El Clown.
Ah! God.
Well, I'll be honest with you. This has got to be one of the worst no contender ladder matches I've ever. Seen.
I mean, bro, when you have Commander and El Clown there, bro, come on, bro. You already lost when we had El Clown and Commander, especially El Clown.
Oh my god.
Right, continue, Robert.
But yeah, the match itself, yeah, so Commander did his thing, walking the ropes, all that. And like,
I'm gonna say how I sum this match. Oh, just the children get to play.
Yeah,
The children
basically.
can play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
we're playing.
Yeah, they're playing.
Yeah,
But,
Frank the Beast, El Clown, and Commander. My God.
Mhm.
and Jungle Jack Off. I forgot about him too. Yeah, Jack.
Yeah, him too. So yeah, El Clown did his thing, which I mean wasn't very much to look at.
What else is going?
Yeah, Nick Wayne, he actually did some stuff in here, which was impressive. Obviously, he's
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's great. He's great in the ring.
Commander, he's impressive too. But at the same time, big deal. Who cares? Fuck him.
Big deal. That's a big deal. Who cares? F him. Get off my screen.
The Beast Mortals, I don't remember what he did, but yeah, for
No. I know they say, of course not. Who remembers anything about Beast Mortals?
Jack Perry, I can't remember much we did other than some stuff off the ladder, whatever.
I mean, what's new?
And then Speedball, obviously he was impressed with this match, and Speedball wins. He wins the he won the ladder match.
At least he went with Speedball Mike Bailey. So.
Yeah. I'm happy that Speedball won. That was the right choice.
But my God, just what a terrible lineup for it.
Yeah, it was not a good lineup. I mean,
Yeah, but I don't know why they booked this in the first place. This was really not special.
Nah, really wasn't.
Well, come on, come on. You don't want to see that the children play, Robert?
The children play.
I bear pictures of the match, so I didn't even hear a shit. So speaking of what I didn't give a shit either. When this match happened, Pokemon fucks.
Well, the Young Bucks.
Yeah, more of the children get to play.
Yeah, more children get to play. So the Young Bucks, which was Matt and Nick Jackson, versus Death Riders, which is John Moxley and Will Ospreay with Maurice Shafir. 19 minutes and 40 seconds lasted. Attachment match that should never have been on here in the first place. Attachment match that meant nothing in the first place. And the Young Bucks wins.
And you know what? And to be honest with you, I got to be honest now. Fuck the Death Riders. Fuck them for good. So,
Oh wow!
I am so sick of the Death Riders being in everything now. Fuck them. Fuck them.
I remember last year what they were doing with them.
Get the pencil away from Moxley. Get the pen away from
Yeah, this is awful. I bear pictures of the match, but Moxley lost the match. I'm like, why is he?
Why is he losing to Maddie and Nikki?
Maddie and
Again, this should never be booked in the first place. And Will Ospreay later on in his promo, when he was talking with Moxley, he's like, this tag match meant nothing. Anyways, like, thank you.
It really meant nothing. He said what we were all thinking.
Why did it have to happen in the first place? To be on me. Oh, then what? You almost getting the win just to to get outside the tag titles later on, which we'll get to. How that happened.
Boy, I saw that. Oh boy,
awful. But yeah, but again, just just for the kids to have some fun, the kids to play.
Come on, guys, we don't play politics. We don't play politics. We play outside.
Yeah. All Friends Wrestling. There you go.
All Friends Wrestling. Yep. AFW.
So then, next match. Tom Fletcher defends his AEW International Championship against Bandito, who's your Ring of Honor World Champion, by the way, just to remind people. 26 minutes and 20 seconds. Good match. Finally, a good match I was actually into on the show. And Bandito, obviously, he loses. So, yeah, Tom Fletcher, obviously, he was going to retain. But Bandito, as great as he is, Tony Khan's not doing him any favors of him losing matches like this when he's supposed to be a Ring of Honor World Champion.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's a Ring of Honor World Champion. He's keep losing matches. Like, that's not really a good look.
I love about Redemption of what? Exactly.
Yeah.
My God, man. Well, I guess we'll get to what that Redemption was when we get to it. Because they had to go all both. Because originally it was supposed to be MJF on the show against Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Well, plans changed, and we'll get to why how that plans changed too. By the way, opposed to the report I heard about it, of why they changed it.
Okay.
But anyways, but you want a Ring of Honor to mean something. Have Bandito win matches in singles matches instead of having him lose. You idiot. And it doesn't really do Ring of Honor any good either when you have your main champion losing like that.
No, you're just
but anyways, I am mad because Ring of Honor is better than this. Should be better than this. The Ring of Honor World Champion should be better than this. But what do I know, right?
Oh yeah, I mean you're all right. What do you know?
oh, next match. Oh my God. The dogs. Who let the dogs out?
The dog.
Woo.
Dogs. We'll get to another dog later on. Oh my God, it was ridiculous. But it was David Finlay and Clark Connors versus the Bang Bang Gang, which featured Jay White and Juice Robinson in a double chain tag team match. 19 minutes and 5 seconds. I didn't care about the match at all. It was one of the weakest matches ever.
I mean, I just hope Jay White and David Finlay, when you go 1-on-1, is better than what they had.
I hope so. I'm sorry, the dogs, they suck. And it's not the talent. It's the presentation. It sucks. The dog sucks.
It's like Tony Khan tried to do the War Dogs thing, but he doesn't know how to do it.
That's just how to do it. Oh my God, this is awful.
I mean, I'll give him credit. He knows how to do he knows the Bang Bang Gang, but he doesn't know the dogs.
Yeah. But the dogs, my God. And it doesn't really help that Gatekeeper's not around either. Because he's in New Japan right now. He's in the G1.
And then we got the Power Horsemen. Again. Another thing.
Oh yeah, which by the way, they didn't get involved. Yo, you think I'm stupid and useless.
You think I'm stupid?
Yeah, it's just like can these dudes just fuck off already? Like seriously?
Yeah, Death Riders. The Death Riders really need to end, bro.
It's all honestly. I don't care what anyone says. It's just as bad as Don Callis' family at this point. It's just as bad.
It really is. It really is.
How do you make the Don Callis family look great? My God, man.
Oh yeah.
But the dogs won. Because the Death Riders got involved. But again, it was Yuta and Garcia. Like, okay.
So the dogs need the Death Riders for them to win matches.
Apparently, so
pretty much, I guess.
Wow.
So then we get to for the AEW TBS Championship, Maya World got a shot at the title against
My
Hikaru Shida.
world.
That's right. Hikaru Shida, 60 minutes and 30 seconds, or according to some people, because of Shida's performance, she is Hikaru Nakamura.
Karu Nakamura. What the hell?
I guess because Nakamura what he used to be, but not anymore. I guess Hikaru Shida is in a way washed because Shida is washed according to some people here,
Yeah,
and also Hikaru Shita.
damn.
Shida is trash.
Jeez.
And get this, Shida put in a lot of weight. Have you guys noticed that, by the way? Because they're not lying. She did put a lot of weight.
Goddamn, guys! Holy shit!
She's fat.
This is not the, but I guess I'd say thick. I'd say she's thick.
Yeah.
But she's not the same Shida, which I can see that. I can see that in a way, but she still performs well. She's not terrible. But you do see some difference of her from years ago. Because during those times she was great. Nowadays, I don't know. I don't know what's going on for now. But also, Shida ate a lot of cheesesteaks. Maybe we should take an Arby's.
Christ.
maybe we should take an Arby's. Because Arby's got this new thing of selling cheesesteaks now, which it looks great. It looks good, by the way. I just hope that Shida got her hand on that.
Okay, Jesus Christ, Robert. Okay, we get it.
But wait, there's more here. Shida has been slamming the AEW catering since November of 2024.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
Well, here's an positive here. Shida needs a one-up mushroom. She's Mario.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah.
She doesn't move like she used to. I mean, yeah,
No.
that's kind of true.
I mean,
And then someone said, "Too many Reese's Cup, Oreos, too many burgers, burger after burger."
Oh no. Burger after burger. I'm looking at the picture. Her, yeah, she's definitely gotten thick. She definitely has.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying that's
And
a bad thing. I'm just saying.
No, it's not a bad thing. But and then some people say, too many pizza.
Is it burger after burger? Wow.
Which people when someone heard that when it comes to too many pizza, they call her Hikaru Pizza.
Wow. Hikaru pizza. Wow.
And then someone wrote this down saying she needs to delete the DoorDash app. Let's get rid of DoorDash.
Jeez, bro.
yeah.
They lay off the McDonald's, the Burger King. Is like, dang. They're just going all in on here, bro. No pun intended.
Yeah, people, you need to chill. Holy shit.
I got a little more here. Shida Zilla.
Wow, Shida Zilla.
Godzilla.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Glazed Shida.
Wow.
And then
My God.
and then the final two here. She loves American food.
Wow.
I mean, she's lived in America for
Yeah.
years. So.
And she's and which is a good point there because she has been in America for too long. And there you go. Like man, these comments about Sheila, all because how she's her match we have with my world here, which my world was good in the match, obviously. Sheila again, she was doing her best. Sheila, once again, she's not what she used to be anymore, which is a shame. And she's now a show what she used to be.
Yeah, it happens.
But it happens, I just hope she finds a way, to get back on a groove again. You know, but the match itself was I thought it was pretty decent. In the end, my world got the win. She's your new AEW TBS champion.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
absolutely.
I wasn't expecting her to win it, but I'm glad she won it. I'll be honest with you, better than her winning the Ring of Honor World Championship. Especially if later on they're going to have her just lose after your Ring of Honor World Champion. So I think they're still going to have an idea to do something with Billy Starks to be the champion, to be the one to dethrone Athena eventually. But that's my guess. Okay, whatever. As long as the match is not bad like the last time. So,
I think it's good.
anyways, CNC, open cage, facing Death Riders, by Castanoli and Pac for the AEW World Team Championships. 8 minutes
All
and
right.
35 seconds.
We got Edge and
This match
Christian
was-
versus Neville and Cesaro. Awesome.
That's right. WWE, match. But this match was good. It was
Yeah,
very
I saw
good tag team wrestling. What they did here. He was getting advantage of the bay faces. Which was I enjoy that. It reminds me of how the Rockers was having a difficult time with these tag teams in either in NWA or AWA wherever they were in, and they even became the WWE. What came to that? That kind of how it reminded me of in a way. It was I thought it was in this way obviously it was booked a lot well on here, and in the end, obviously it was CNC winning. Of course they would, because obviously they're going to All In as the champions. And then that's when the Killmonger first came out to confront them. And it's official. They're going to face each other at All In.
Oh, yay.
So you're not a
It's a dream match. It's a dream match.
I guess.
Is it really?
Maybe for some fans, and maybe for Jordan, because I know Jordan likes the Young Bucks. So maybe it's dream match for him, but yeah, not so much.
Yeah, you know what? It's whatever. And I just hope they. I just hope that the Killmonger focuses with the belts, which I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah, I think they will probably, and then because we might get, because obviously he's gonna have an All In, and I think a certain team is gonna make their debut in All In. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I see that. Which by the way, I just see the on Twitter
you saw the video?
Yeah, I saw. I was like, I saw it. I saw a lot of hints of it, and I did get the reference of all of it, and I was like, oh shit, this was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the video.
That was very creative. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really creative. Yeah. Especially with the other unicorn. Obviously, that's referencing.
Yep. Especially, I love the fact that unicorn has a broken form, because obviously a broken neck.
Yeah, and he gave him not approval because obviously he's the only one still in WWE, and he's giving him not approval, like, hey, you guys can go.
Yep. And so something like that. Watch people could be like, oh, Big E give them the nod, like morons. It's that's not really Big E.
Yeah, in fact, obviously they're close friends, so I'm sure we talked about this.
Even if you think it's a nod, behind the scenes, so what?
So what? Thank
God. What are you gonna do, Big E? Give him a pay cut.
Well, because then they already given some wrestlers pay cuts, so I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, Big E's gonna be fine. He's doing this thing, and the pre-show, he's doing this thing, so he'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, but fuck the Killmonger fucks.
I agree. But yeah, we're getting the Young Bucks versus Christian. What?
Yeah. Then we get the Painmaker
Oh boy. Oh boy.
versus
here we go.
against Psycho Killers, Muscle Ciampa in a no holds bar match, 23 minutes. Basically a furniture match.
That's your favorite.
I barely purchased the match that much, but I did see some things they used, and Muscle Ciampa basically attacked a stuffed mascot.
I think it's great.
I mean, if people like that, the sickos, whatever.
You loved it. Well,
I'm like, what the hell? And then Jericho, who's the paymaker, bought two glass. One was a regular glass, and one glass was with ball wire. I meant to say. Basically, Jack Perry was very jealous that he didn't use any real glass in the last match.
Real glass. Cry me a river.
Yeah, he would have loved to be in this type of match. To me some glass.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god, I hate this match. And then yeah, I hate everything. I don't know what song come up with because of that, but anyway. But
I hate everything.
I hate everything.
No. Everything is awful.
Everything is all. Yeah, there you go. Everything is awful. Oh my god! But in the end, the whole thing with Tom Ciampa was trying to use a power drill on Jericho before. Before this, he introduced the power drill, and Haymaker as a game in, and he has a power drilling Ciampa, even though he wasn't really doing it, but this was enough for Car. I remember, he saw enough, and she called for the bell. So yeah, the Haymaker wins. Who cares?
You do. Well,
I guess. And then Andrade El Idolo, Andre Leo.
Idolo. How you know?
Yeah, how you know? Which part he has some new music, and I hate it.
I gotta hear it because I didn't get a chance to. I didn't hear it.
I don't know what was wrong with his opening song.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to add the how you know to his old theme, fine. But the fact that they changed his theme just to add the how you know, like you still could add how you know to his to the thing that we actually love listening to instead of this bullshit. You definitely
hear it. I gotta hear it because I didn't really pay attention to it.
Terrible. It was terrible. But yeah, when you get a chance, listen to it. I was not a fan of that thing. But it was for the AEW National Championship title that Mark Davis was holding, 16 minutes and 15 seconds. It was a good match. They had. In the end, Andre wins.
Yep.
So there goes. There's so much Mark Davis, reign there, which is fine. He had a good run. Now Andre's gonna have a great run.
Yeah, I already said this. Like his second run in AEW, Andrade is already way better than his first one. Way better. I mean, for once he's actually a champion in AEW. He's getting over with the crowd with the the hell
That's right. That's right.
He's getting over. He's finally getting over.
And there's still be a throwdown eventually with him and MJF because these two guys is that might ring.
Yeah. Yeah. So. He's doing good. He's doing good right now. He's doing good. I'd love to see it.
Yeah. Now, I don't remember if it was before or after this match, but I'm going to talk about right now. Mick Foley. He was interviewing. You know I'm going with Omega. He was interviewing Divine Dominion, which is Lana Cross and Megan Bain, your AEW Champion champions. Basically, when we first was talking to them, also they cut them off and told them to have a seat. And then okay, my Josh bar me a little bit, so I'll maybe have a seat. And then obviously she's asking both of them are asking him questions when it comes to being dominant females. Have you ever seen any dominant females like them before? I thought before I was gonna say, well, China is, or was, because obviously she's not with us. But no, he didn't mention China though. Which it would be nice if he would mention China, but whatever. But this one Megan tells, I think it was Megan or it was Lena. I can't remember which one the accent is. Basically told Mick Foley to bow down, and Mick Foley instead of bowing down, even though he was already below in a way because he was sitting on the chair, instead of bowing, he decided to say bow wow, over and over, and wolf, and bow that, and then he said bow down. I was laughing a little bit with this, and then he said, "Well, I don't know where to go with this, so you guys take it away." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I was like, Bow Wow. I was like, oh, the rapper, like, we playing basketball. Wait, what?
Now, Mick Foley can get away with this because Mick Foley, he can be a funny guy, but this was the weirdest segment I ever saw.
I think it's great.
Oh my god. So Mick Foley, man, he can strike those sometimes, but at the same time, this was weird. I seriously don't know where I was going with this whole thing with Mick Foley. Mick Foley, oh man, I don't know. I don't know what to say at this point. But yeah, and Mick Foley said something that on Twitter, whatever, commenting about it, saying he misheard what Megan said because about he thought that she said to say bow wow, even though in that segment he said bow down. I don't know, man. But hey, that was something that Mick Foley did there. So I guess it's better him doing this than wrestling. So so. But anyways, the next match, for the AEW Women's World Championship, Will Nightingale to face the champion Tekla, folks. Tekla, the Texas Spider. 17 minutes and 10 seconds. Match was fine. It could have been a lot better, but it was fine. But in the end, I got mentioned. Yeah. But I got mentioned this, by the way. So we get into the LT in the match here where Will Nightingale took out Tekla. I can't remember what move she did. Oh yeah, it was like basically it was supposed to be the Doctor Bomb that she's in C position instead. She did in stand position instead. And she goes for a cover. And Sky Blue gets her foot on the rope. And referee sees this, right? And you have the commentator saying that the referee see that? Did the referee see that? Did you not see it? The referee saw Sky Blue do that. Awful. They're all no, not Taz. It was Tony Schiavone and Mark Sockface, I should say. Oh my god. The comments of those two are fucking awful.
I hate them.
Oh, I hate them. Yeah, there you go. I hate them. So, but Will Nightingale took care of Sky Blue. She took a nasty bump outside the ring. And then back in the ring, so Will Nightingale goes for a backslide onto Tekla, and that's how she won the belt. So she's now your new women's world champion, which we all expected to happen either way. And Michelle Monet, by the way, she was watching in front of Skybox.
I'm happy that Will Nightingale is now women's world champion. I've been waiting for this, and she finally is.
She finally is. She's now a Triple Crown champion.
Yeah, she is. I mean, I kind of want her to win it at All In, to be honest, to have like that big win. But either way, I'm still happy that she is women's champion. So,
which again, I think originally was supposed to happen with her because there was rumors that she was supposed to win or her cup tournament again. But the problem is she was TBS champion at the time, so they finally want her be the champion. It was confusing in a way. Okay, then why you put the belt on her in the first place? Then I get you want to get the belt from Michelle Monet when she was TBS champion, but you could have done with someone else. Wasn't there anyone else that could have been in that line? You could have Michigan Malay lose to instead of Real Nigel,
No,
and then you could have Real Nigel win the tournament again. I don't know.
no. Well,
I guess not. I guess probably Cameron would have been a bad choice. You know, I don't know, but nevertheless, in fact, Persephone could have been a lot better at that time. But well, whatever. But anyways, but when I go in and she and they had the conglomeration, the conglomeration came out there, settled with her. She got her backpack and she put the belt in the backpack. Yeah.
I think it's great.
Hold on. So maybe.
Wow.
Maybe.
Have a moment. He has to always be negative.
Well, I will say this: her moment that she had on Dynamite was great. With the pyros, the confettis in the ring, that was great. And she was cutting a promo, because being basically a passion promo of being the champion, and then thanking her mom and all that, and thanking the fans, I'm like, great. This was a great promo from her. Because there's one thing about Will Nightingale, she's great. She's great. Also, not only in the ring, but also on the mic. So take those demonstrate from Nate. Because the mic work.
The CEO. CEO.
Yes, because when it comes to mic work, for the CEO, it's CE no.
Yeah, her mic skills is
But I will say this: Machine's mic work when I go on Dynamite was good too. They had the back and forth, and I thought it was good. They really built up to the program going into All In, which is great.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right, now maybe time. Kenny Omega defends AEW World Championship against the TNT champion Kevin Knight. 25 minutes of lasting. Kevin Knight looked great. By the way, he also got a change of music too. And I thought this is a good music they gave him. Yeah, he actually always get into the music. Like, oh shit, this actually works for him. Not the one on Andrade though, but this one's for Kevin Knight.
Mm-hmm.
So,
no, you're just mad.
Kevin Knight was dominant. Wow, but Kevin Knight, he was dominant in the match, by the way. But Kenny Omega, he got him such soon though. And the only reason why Kevin Knight was dominating the match because he got an early jump on him. That's why. That's why he got he was dominating the match most likely. I thought he was gonna have. To be honest with you, I thought he was gonna win. And I was saying to myself, if he would have won, All In, it's not gonna sell out pretty well. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna buy out pretty well. So yeah, he didn't win though, but he had a good performance in the match against Kenny Omega, and that's pretty much it there. When it comes to that match. Before I get to what happened next, because we're not done yet. MJF, according to Fightful from Sean Ross Sapp, a kiss ass to AEW, by the way.
Oh yeah, big kiss ass.
So MJF, the reason why this match didn't happen with Kenny Omega against Redemption over on MJF, on here where Kenny Omega was going to be officially be the world champion. Which I will be fine with that. If MJF was going to be the champion, then fine. Then we'll find MJF to send send us for All In. Which again, Andrade is the right guy to do that. Especially when his Diamond Ring been stolen. So, and Andrade is a new national champion. So maybe MJF wants to go after that belt too. But we shall see. But yeah. So originally, that was supposed to be the original plan. Instead of happening on TV. At Breach Break. But according to Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful, that MJF said that MJF wants whoever's the TNT champion to face the new AEW champion, of Kenny Omega to happen.
What?
Yeah. Me explaining this sounds stupid. How Summer Slap was put
No,
that report
no,
out
no
there.
offense, but it does sound pretty stupid.
Like so you told me MJF does not want to be the champion going to All In, and for someone to get another to get an opportunity, or whoever is the TNT champion, the special champion at Redemption.
That's pretty stupid.
So obviously this is all bullshit. The real reason why MJF is not on TV is because he's banged up from his knee. That's the reason why he is not the champion right now. He he decided it's gonna happen. What can make it 808 to win the belt at Redemption. So let's just do it at on Beach Break because his knee is it's not gonna last that long going into a Redemption. So which is smart because had MJ Boy kept on doing what he's doing, going into Redemption, it probably would have been worse for his knee. So this was for the best to do it that way. Was it right? That happened. No, but at the end of the day, life happens. Like what WWE Unreal with that episode. Because life happens. Because of certain people on that show. Um, like the whole Seth Rollins thing. With him getting hurt because he stupidly did that. Coast to coast diamond headbutt because he wanted to. What was the reason by the way? Oh yeah, because he wanted to outperform John Cena and AJ Styles on that night. Brilliant. You got yourself hurt for doing a stupid move just because you wanted to outclass AJ Styles and John Cena, which you was never going to touch that. Nothing was going to touch that match. Get the fuck out of that shit. And the match was not even that good, anyways. With Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, it was alright, but it wasn't great. It wasn't good. So whatever. But anyways, so yeah, that was the report from Stronghold Slap. After that, I'm never gonna take him seriously ever again when it comes to his reports, especially when it comes to AEW stuff. Because you always hear from people, Stronghold Slap from Fightful is one of the reliable source of wrestling news. After this, but that bullshit about MJF, he wants to the next TNT champion to face the who's gonna be the AEW World Champion. Coming out once he drops once he drops into King Omega. And that was the nerve that he was running with too. So anyways, but that's the end of that now. So after the match now, King Omega retained his title for King Knight. The Death Riders attacked him. And when the Death Riders attacked him, the Young Bucks came out for the save, but obviously to no avail. And then this was stomped the steel chair that was wrapped around his neck, like they did to Samoa Joe and to Will Ospreay in the past. And Will Ospreay saw that and he came out there for the save to save King Omega. He tried to protect his main event match from All In. And then Yudo's trying to get away, get away from that, right? Look like to finish the job, but then Ospreay stops him, and then gets the steel chair, and gets everyone out. Moxley gets in the ring though, takes the chair away from him. He's like, okay, forget the steel chair, use the plastic bag, to put our suffocate King Omega, right? And Ospreay was thinking about it. He was thinking about doing it, but he said, no, I'm not doing it. He rips it, and he takes out Moxley. He throws out Rich Sheffield trying to go after him. Yuta and Garcia try to go after him, but then Ospreay pulled the ropes down. They both get that to be thrown out. I think Pac-Man got hit with the hidden blade, and Claudio. I don't remember what happened with Claudio. Maybe he got hit with a kick, whatever. I don't remember, but either way, the Death Riders retreated, Kenny Omega, all of a sudden he sees what was in the ring, what comes to the plastic bag, you know. So Osprey helps out Omega, and they embrace a little bit. Omega and Osprey, go to different, corners, and then did the opposite sides of corners and all that. And then Kenny Omega goes to Osprey with the one wing angel. This reminds me of what happened with AJ Styles back in 2016? Yeah, 2016. When AJ Styles was leaving New Japan to go to WWE, and they won a tag team time, I mean not tag team time match. They won the tag team match, I meant to say, against Shinsuke Nakamura, and I can't remember who else was in it. I can't remember who Nakamura was teamed up with. But the point is, AJ Styles was on the corner, and Kenny Omega was on the opposite of the corner, only for Kenny Omega to get AJ Styles off that corner to get him in the one wing angel. That remind me of, that's basically what remind me of what happened with Osprey there on Redemption. And there you go. So yeah, Kenny Omega, he didn't turn heel, by the way. And if anyone wondering, no, Kenny Omega didn't turn heel. He did it because it was with Osprey. What's gonna do, he's gonna do. And obviously it was explained a lot more when they did the promo on Dynamite, which I thought was a very good promo they did to one another, back and forth. Which they also got to do something. They got to do to go for their all-in show. I thought they did a good job of that too. So now there's no baby faces. I mean, there's no heels versus baby faces in this type of match between the two. Unless you're seeing Mrs. Monet and Will Nigo, then yeah, you see heels versus baby faces. For this match, Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, obviously, Will Ospreay is going to get the cheers more so than Kenny Omega because of where they're going to be at in London. So Kenny Omega is going to play a bad guy, once they get to All In. To play, just to play with the crowds and all that. So. But we shall see. We shall see. So yes. So as far as AEW Redemption, this felt like AEW Dynamite on a Sunday. I'm not talking about an ice cream Sunday. I'm talking about this was Sunday night Dynamite. That's basically what it felt like with this AEW Redemption show. Matches that was not needed to be added on the shows, and the show ends up being long, by the way, 5 hours long, by the way. This was awful. This is an awful show. And it comes from me that I was pulling over their AEW pay-per-views of this year. This is one of the worst ones they did. And there you go. That's all I'm gonna say for that, folks. Now, there's one more thing to do, and that is SummerSlam predictions. Because AEW Redemption is in the books, and not in a good way. So, let's talk about the matches that's going to happen on SummerSlam for night 1 and 2. And Omega, I don't know if you're still there when it comes to it, but we know what's going to be night 1 for the matches and night 2 for the matches as well. So, in a way, for you, night 2 is going to be your favorite one because night 1 is probably not going to be your favorite one when it comes to the show because of who's going to be on main event night 1, which we'll get to. So, let's talk about SummerSlam. When it comes to the SummerSlam preview of 2026. So, night 1 on August 1st in Minneapolis, Minnesota, in the U.S. Bank Stadium. The matches announced so far is Io, Io Sky versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship, which, by the way, Liv Morgan will be defending her title for the very first time since winning it at WrestleMania. Because, televised. And also with PLEs. I'm not talking about house shows or blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about what comes to on TV, on Netflix, or on PLE, or some people's cases, pay-per-view. If they do all pay-per-views, if they do the pay-per-views, what comes to it. I don't know. But yeah, Io Sky needs to win that belt. Now, even if Io Sky wins the belt, it's not gonna make a difference anyways, folks. It's not a matter of who's champion. It's more of how they're gonna do. It's what they're gonna do with them as champions. Because look what happened with Jay Cargill for being champion. Look what happened with Liv Morgan now as being champion. Hell, you can look at what happened last year with Io Sky when she was champion. She had more time defenses. Which is not much. Even the separate cares, she had some more time matches too. Liv Morgan, none whatsoever. At least with Jade Cargill, she ends up getting two top defenses before she lost it. And then you got Rhea Ripley, who had about maybe two talent, or one talent defense in a way. Again, I don't remember if she did have a talent defense with JC Jane, unless it's just a regular one-on-one match, a regular one-on-one match. But all I know is that she had one talent defense against Jade Cargill, and that's when she got hurt, from that match against Jade Cargill. Which is why, she doesn't have a match for SummerSlam, I have to say. Which is why they come up with this whole interim bullshit, which we'll get to that later. But anyways. Meant to shut this down. But anyways, make it back to the match. So Io Sky versus the Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan. Io Sky needs to win. Liv Morgan's top rank has sucked. It's not been great. It's not been good. She's not the greatest women's champion of all time. Her reign has not been good, and I don't blame her. I blame the people behind the scenes. I blame Triple H. I blame them for not capitalizing on Liv Morgan for being Women's World Champion. There's no reason, no excuse why she's gonna never have to defend that title. Unless she's doing for some nagging injuries.
No, you're just mad.
Oh God. So yeah. Oh wait, actually, I also say Redemption, AEW Redemption, it gets a 4 out of 10. Just to throw that out there. Yeah, it was more like it was a Sunday Night Dynamite show with a collision added into it.
I guess
that's
not a fan, right? Not a fan.
Not a fan of the pay-per-view. Why was the need for that pay-per-view in the first place? Beyond me, because again, originally was BK Omega and MJF on the pay-per-view, but because MJF wanted to take time off from his from a banged up knee that he's got, they should just cancel the pay-per-view. To be honest with you, there was really no need for this pay-per-view.
Wow.
But they did though. So I doubt people even bought the pay-per-view. If people even care about buying the pay-per-view at that time. But there you go. But I was gonna say, Liv Morgan, she's got to lose the belt. Io Sky has to win.
I guess so.
Yeah. So, next match, Hell in a Cell match. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar.
I can't wait for this one.
Hell yeah. They didn't wait in for these guys on Raw. inside of a cell, except for one thing. Obafemi did it. He did the way in. Brock Lesnar though, he locked the chain door. You know, with Obafemi in there, with cops in there by the way. Fake cops, and Triple H, growing his hair because he was taking a bat about the whole real ball fraud comment. And by the way, Triple H contributed nothing. He said nothing. He was just standing there.
Well, you're just mad.
Again, I don't understand his position now. Where on TV he just stands there, just to be there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Get him off my fucking TV. That's my attitude. But anyways, back to what I was gonna say. Paul Heyman was having difficulties talking because the microphone, great WWE Productions, they make all this money and they have a bullshit microphone that's not even working.
Wow.
Not only once but twice, two microphones were having issues. And Paul Heyman couldn't talk. And basically, Paul Heyman really didn't say nothing important. He's saying, he brought us undefeated. He beat Undertaker, 21-1. Conquered the streak, whatever. Like, what's that got to do with this match with him over Fanny? And then Paul Heyman said this. Oh, by the way, there's no need for Brock Lesnar to do the weigh-in because they did the weigh-in from backstage. Like, what? 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 What was the point of this? Holy shit. And then Overfed beats up some cops, which obviously they're not real cops though, but still. And then one cop, almost scooped the spot where he almost broke his neck. Now Overfed saved him, but this fucking idiot from the indie scene, don't ever bring this guy back ever again. Holy shit, man. This was the opening of the show of Raw. To build, the final build for this whole thing between Obafemi and Brock Lesnar and Hell in a Cell. There was no need for the Hell in a Cell. There was no need for Triple Bitch to be out there. There was no need for this weigh-in, at all as well. This was a waste. This was a waste of a segment. Even Obafemi said that important too. Either he's like, you're not gonna be locked. You're not gonna be locked. I'm not gonna be locked in the case with you. You're gonna be locked in the case with me. I'm the ruler. Whatever. This was a worthless segment to for the final build for SummerSlam. But at the end of the day, doesn't matter because Obafemi needs to win.
I agree.
There you go. And I thought they're gonna do anything, gruesome, gory. I mean, maybe Brock will.
Brock, I could probably see bleeding.
Yeah, Brock can see Brock doing that. Obafemi, I don't know. They probably even if they do, they'll just do something later on when they're gonna edit something out anyway. Because Netflix, whatever. But anyways, so CM Punk defends his not so undisputed WWE Championship against Cody Rhodes. Talk about a bill for this match, right? Which is not much there.
My eye.
Yeah.
That's the build. What else you want?
Yeah, exactly.
Literally the build.
Yeah. It was an accident, but it was an accident, And then him dropping the microphone, and he was trying to put to pick it up. He's like, I'm sorry, it was an accident. Go and pick it up. Oh my god. So this storyline. So this storyline is built up. It was an accident of what they did to each other. Great. Well, if you could tell, this ain't gonna be the night That's gonna really close up SummerSlam. So, on night one will welcome to SummerSlam, main event for Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Night two, we'll get to that one. Because obviously, we know what's gonna be closing, was really gonna close up SummerSlam. But at the same time, I'm still intrigued this match either way because it's something that we want to see for a while. Hell, this is something we should have seen in AEW. But obviously, Cody Rhodes left, and then CM Punk left. Well, the difference is CM Punk left in a bad term. Because to the locker room, Cody Rhodes left in a bad term with his boss. Or should I say former boss. So, but either way, Punk wins. He's got to win.
Yeah.
And the other Punk, winning, it's not gonna be good. For World being WWE champion again, it's not gonna be good. You'll be back to you were before being WWE champion. No one's gonna be tuning in.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on that who likes Cody Rhodes, but I'm sorry, Cody Rhodes should not be champion again.
No, never again.
Hey, he ends up being WWE champion multiple times. And that should be enough now. Enough for Cody being champion.
Never drew a dime.
Never drew. Wow. Oh man. But anyways, all right. Where is it? All right, here we go. Oh yeah, 6-man tag team match. LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys versus the Bloodline of Jacob Fatu, Jimmy, and Jey Uso. Bloodline.
I mean, yeah. There you go.
I mean, they have to win because especially someone who also is going to win in the main event. We're talking about night two, so yeah, they gotta win. Unfortunately, Knight's probably going to take the pinfall, which of course he will, because fuck you, Triple H, fucking idiot.
Wow.
But anyway, going through versus Nick Aldis. Now, here's a match I'm also looking forward to. Because Nick Aldis, for the first time, is wrestling in a WWE ring. I wish it was permanent because I don't believe that they said, once he signed that contract, which he did, you relieve your duties of being General Manager of SmackDown. Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. But I'm still looking forward to the match though.
Yep.
Now, obviously, it's gonna be look at as for the weekend, the best wrestling match you probably ever see.
Yep.
Which is great because these guys are not about flips and kicks and all. So that's people should look forward to seeing all these two.
Yep.
Now, obviously, Gunther has to win, but I really don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care what comes to the results. I mean, not that it matters because Gunther has been ruined anyways by WWE too. Look no further than last year. What happened with the whole thing with Jey Uso, having tapping out the way he did. He's still trying to recover from that.
Yeah.
It's like with Walter still trying to recover from the Claymore, from being eliminated from Survivor Series from 2019. But anyways, but either way, so yeah, Gunter's gonna win. Again, I'm happy to see Nick Aldis finally wrestling. And finally, Influence to face Paige and the Bella Twins, which means that's right, folks. Nikki Bella is back.
Bathroom break. That's all I gotta say. Bathroom break.
Oh my god. Nikki Bella came back and she was kind of promo and like, oh my god, why are you talking?
I don't
Well,
know.
all I want to say about this, if it's going to win, because Paige will turn on them. Because Paige needs to be a heel, by the way.
Mhm.
I've been calling this, since since they were tag team champions. When it comes to, to a point where it wasn't working, and it was not gelling well, because we didn't really buy them being tag team. Because Paige, should eventually be a heel once they're done with this whole tag team thing, and we're getting close to it. Hopefully that hasn't been the case. But this sucks though. this fucking sucks. That's your night one for SummerSlam. 6 matches. Wow, that one looks sucky. It looks. I mean, other than Punk and Cody, Gunther and all this, and the Hell in a Cell. Other than, other than that, yeah, this looked like a pile of shit on that one.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how it is when I go there. On Saturday.
Yeah, but that's night one. Night two from August 2nd. Here's the matches so far, which 6 matches again. I'm gonna start from the bottom. The bottom here, Trick Williams will defend his WWE United Championship against Baron Corbin, who just came back, who didn't even have a match, but he got the title shot. Meanwhile, Carmelo Hayes gets once again out on a big pay-per-view event in WWE.
Yeah, I don't know.
Triple H is fucking doing this on purpose now. He's literally sabotaging Carmelo Hayes now.
Yeah.
He sabotaged him at WrestleMania this year, and now he's sabotaging him at SummerSlam here. And Baron Corbin, by the way, he's like he I think he said he tweeted about but when Carmelo Hayes not being in this match, he said he hopes so. Well, we got to SmackDown to see what happens when they do it there. Because if nothing happens on that show, that's going to have Carmelo Hayes be part of that match, or even Ricky Saints, then what's the point? No, none of these guys are going to get over anyways. As long as Triple Bitch is still on, behind the scenes, running shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, for Baron Corbin, I didn't really have Baron Corbin, be SummerSlam to go after the next title, returning and losing after they just introduced a new belt, which is terrible either way. Because the strap, how it looks and all. But I don't know. I mean, I will say Baron Corbin wins just to bring back the the black strap and keep that the blue color scheme, which they should have done that a long time ago when they first introduced this new design. I don't know why it's taking this long to finally I should put the blue in this time, but I guess better late than never.
Yep.
But we'll see. But yeah, but I'll go for Baron Corbin for the win here. Just be honest with you, I really want I'm only saying Baron Corbin, even though this really makes sense for me in this match because again he didn't have a match since coming back, but I want Baron Corbin to win either way because I want to get rid of that awful looking belt. And be honest with you, I don't know who would want to buy that replica belt anyways. That type of design. Anyways, Sami Zayn, he ends up being on the card for SummerSlam against Finn Balor, where the winner will face the WWE champion, wherever that may be. Basically a normal contenders match. And all I'm gonna say is I'm not happy with this. I'm like, this is your best idea for Sami Zayn to be in a normal contenders match at SummerSlam. Wow, they really had no fucking idea what they're doing going into SummerSlam, and this is Exhibit A right there. Then again, you can look at any other exhibits, letters of other matches that they put on here. Of what they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Uh, but how did this happen? Finn Balor um was facing Royce Keys, Damian Priest, and who was the other person? Damn, what was the other person? Because it was something that CM Punk mentioned when it comes to challengers he wanted to faces, for the WWE Championship. Because he did mention Damian Priest. He mentioned Royce Keys. He mentioned Finn Balor. Who's Trick Williams. Sorry, Trick Williams. Um, so it was a four-way match that happened, and Finn Balor won that one. He beat Damian Priest in the match that way, which I don't understand why Damian Priest is the one had to lose. Who's your tag team champion? But then again, he's not going to SummerSlam doing anything anyways. So what's the point? And I'm also not happy with how they're booking Damian Priest too. Yes, he's a tag team champion, or blah blah blah. But who gives a shit? They don't care about the tag team division. Just like they don't care about those tag team belts right now. The tag teams who are tag champions are not even a real tag team. Right. But Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor. I would say Sami Zayn, but what's the point? Sami Zayn ain't gonna win the belt back anyways. They probably don't have any plans for Sami Zayn win that belt back anyways, unless he wins Money in the Bank, and then he'll catch it at WrestleMania. So I'm gonna go with Finn Balor for this one, just because because see that dynamic once again of Finn Balor versus CM Punk eventually. This time they'll do justice from the last match from Elimination Chamber, which was not good. So it got better later on, but then once it got better, it was right over. Ah, anyways, so Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio, who is your Triple A Mega Champion, where human monies will be on the line. Basically, 100,000 human monies on the line that Danhausen stole from Judgment Day. Not just money on the line, folks, but it's going to be human monies on a pole. I know that Vince Russo influence was always going. It's going to be focused a lot on SummerSlam for this match here for Danhausen. Human money on the pole. Oh my god! And by the way, let's talk about that segment that they did on Raw with Danhausen and Joe Hendry. The better. Other than the cheerleaders, which I forgot what team that what they said it was the Clippers, the Clippers cheerleaders, whatever. That was only the best thing that was all about it because eye candy, and pretty women's dancing. Other than that, the rest of it was shit. But I'll talk more about that with the panel next time, because I'm pretty sure that we got something to say about what comes to this guy named what's his name? I don't remember his name. He's in a lot of hot water as of late. He's a controversial figure in a way. Yeah, I already forget his name, but he'll come back to me eventually. When we do this BTA show again, which I'm pretty sure hopefully we'll do it again next week on Wednesday. But anyways, Danhausen, he doesn't have to get pinned here to lose, and Dominic Mysterio does not need to lose this match here as well because it's a pole match, so it could go either way. Danhausen could win, and Dominic could be protected of not losing because it's your Triple A Mega champion going in, who's going into Triple Mania, to face El Gran Americano, which defends title. The last thing we need is someone like Dominic Mysterio losing by pinfall or submission to a joke like Danhausen. No offense to Danhausen, but that's he's a comedy joke. That's basically what he is. Ah, but hopefully the Judgment Day wins. That way they can get their human wins back from Danhausen. Tiffany Stratton versus Jay Cargill versus Chelsea Green versus Charlotte Flair versus either Julia or Last Legend in this 5-way match for the interim WWE Women's Championship. Let me see here. If I had to guess who should win this match between Julia and Last Legend, I'll go for Julia. But then again, you got only one heel in here, and the last thing we need is more baby faces in this match here because Jesse Green, Charlotte Flair, and Tiffany Stratton are baby faces. So I guess Last Legend should be added to the match. Who's a heel? So yeah, Last Legend should be added as a heel there. So yeah, so I'll go Last Legend. Not that it matters because that's not true. Even if Julia Hart wins and advances, not gonna matter. She's not gonna win. And even if she does win, it's an intro championship. It doesn't mean shit anyways. You being the intro champion doesn't mean shit. So at least when it comes to whoever win here, when it comes to the Universal Championship belt too, Charlotte Flair's not win that belt either. Because if the plan is for Charlotte Flair to be the champion, whenever Rhea Ripley eventually comes back, they could have their the Undisputed Championship top match against each other. Then Charlotte Flair has to win. Which is why I don't see her winning here. And Jay Cargill should definitely not win here either. Tiffany Stratton, not really, because she's a women's United States champion too, as well. So my two guesses who could possibly win here is either Last Legend or Chelsea Green. But if I had to choose one, Chelsea Green. I think Chelsea Green should win. At least she'll be be a women's champion in a way, even though it's not going to be an official women's world championship win. But at least she'll have championship win. When it comes to being close or being the WWE Women's Champion in WWE. And if that happens, Michael P.S. Hayes, he's probably gonna do some stuff at the gorilla position. Because Chelsea Green has won the championship. Even though again, it's an interception belt, this doesn't really mean anything. It's a complacent belt until they face the real champion, when the real champion is eventually going to beat them. Which I'm pretty sure is going to be saved for WrestlePalooza. That garbage pay-per-view that that Mike Shapiro loves. But anyways, Penta defenses WWE Intercontinental Championship title against Chad Gable from Minneapolis, Minnesota, because Gable, and then do the clap. Gable. Gable wins. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good match, obviously, because these guys never had bad matches. So I believe this will be a good match, and Chad Gable's gonna win, and he should. Anything other Chad Gable not winning this match is booking malpractice, and Triple H should be fired from his position. He should be fired from his position. Period. because he fucking sucks. But Chad Gable has to win, and not playing games with Chad Gable, and put the singles belt on him already. If it's not gonna happen at SummerSlam, then it's not gonna happen at all. So hopefully they do put the belt on him. And finally, Seth freaking Rollins from Sick and Tyra versus Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, who's your World Heavyweight Champion. So Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns did their promo on Raw. It was the same old shit. It was not. There was nothing they did original. There was no materials they did. Especially for Seth Rollins, like it's like he got nothing else to say. There was really nothing else for them to say differently to each other, other than getting personal. This sucks. But this is going to be the closing show for SummerSlam for night 2, and Roman Reigns going to retain, as he should. And there you go, folks. That's all I want to say from there, and that's it. I'm done. Ah. So, that being said, folks, am I looking forward to seeing SummerSlam? Not really, but we gotta cover this show when we get to it. So that's what we're gonna do when we get a chance to talk about it. For that being said, folks, I'm gonna wrap up from here. So, folks, thank you all for watching. Shout out to the True Jaber and Omega Red for being part of the stream with yours truly. Shout out to Rockstar Tokyo and shout out to Tokyo Gamer. Now, Rockstar Tokyo was the only one in the live chat. Tokyo Gamer was not in the live chat, but at the same time, shout out to my moderators for being moderators for my channel. And unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to talk about some AWF stuff. When it comes to some things that was uploaded on AWF, but we'll do that another time. Hopefully, we do get a chance to do another time. Maybe on the Monday, if I get home early, whatever, we could do BTA on there, but we shall see. Which may I won't be able to watch Raw. If either way, I won't be able to watch Raw either way. If I'm working, which I'm pretty sure I will. And by the time I get home, I'll want to know anything about what happened on Raw. Basically, I want to focus on talking about SummerSlam in a way. So, well, hopefully, I do get a chance to watch both nights. I don't know at the same time, maybe, but we shall see. Well, folks, but shout out to my moderators either way, Tokyo and Choco Gamer. And again, shout out to Omega Red and the True Jaybird for being part of the stream for yours truly. And shout out to everyone that watched, but then commented in the live chat. But if you feel free to do so next time, please feel free to do so next time. Make sure to keep things positive. Have a positive attitude, positive vibe, positive mood, positive energy, to keep things a safe space for all parts around, to keep things cool, aloof, and zen for all people around by showing some positive love, positive support, and positive peace for all around. And if you want to troll, please go in a positive way, like Rockstar Tokyo did here. Any negative trolls is unacceptable, is zero tolerance. You'll be put on timeout, and once you take out timeout, and you continue to do that, you'll be permanently blocked. And that's pretty much it from there. And for and if you know who you are, when you do your usual negative trolls, you'll be permanently blocked from your the rest of your fake stock accounts that you've done. Well, folks, that being said, for the GJ Bird, Omega Red, it's Natural Born Thriller saying peace on the streets, boy, be well, stay safe, take care of yourself, and that's going to world. But I am out here to talk for now, as I bid you all in Abdu goodbye, and good night to you to feel the trigger to the finger bang for your bucks, which fuck the Young Bucks and fuck John Boring. And shout out to the Hangman, who returned recently on TV on Dynamite, but he also returned weeks ago on Collision, and it was very awkward him returning. Maybe because I don't like his haircut. I don't know. So, folks, there you go. Until next time, folks, which next time when we do BTA, it'll be BTA 3-1. Until then, folks, take care of yourselves and each other. God bless, peace, and take care. This was Being the Asylum. Welcome to BTA 3-1-0. Until next time, take care.